Hey guys, hopefully you can hear me well. Okay, actually, wait too. Hello? So I'm using the NVIDIA broadcast now. So I'm trying to see if I talk lower, but it works. Kind of. Okay. Is it echoey actually? Because it has a thing to remove echo. I don't know if it works, but we're trying. Green jacket, yes, I love this jacket. Look. Oh, it's like a windbreaker something. It's really nice, and it has huge pockets. So yeah. Hello, Love, and hello, Bobcat. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? Let me just open the game. I almost feel like we should have changed the game to try out the GPU. I haven't actually done anything with it yet. Not really. But yeah. I want to play this. The only problem with this game is I have to read so much, and I wanted to leave it to the week because we have shorter streams there. That's the echo sound is better though. Awesome. Perfect. I'm glad to hear it. I don't think it'll remove Cyber's voice, but yeah.
You can't get rid of me.
There you go. Because the thing is also, if I speak a bit lower, then it doesn't catch me. Like if I speak like this, maybe it cuts a bit. I don't know. But yeah. Good, good. I forgot to bring water. Cyber? Cyber? I forgot my water. We wouldn't even if we could. Cyber. Lab said we wouldn't even if we could. Get rid of you. Anyway, yeah, I don't have water. And Cyber won't go get it, so I guess we'll just have to not redeem it until the next break. It's all Cyber's fault anyway. Okay, so I forgot to do one thing. I actually kind of messed up because I moved some stuff around and now things don't really fit. That sucks. Oh, I went. Yeah. Something. We heard the voice now, so I was a bit confused. What was that? Anyway, need to open this to go. So, where was I? I think I was. Oh, maybe. And we'll continue. Can you not see the game? Oh, okay. I don't remember if we've actually played on this game. This game on this screen. Let me just add that. Really quick. There you go. Perfect. And now we can actually run it at the proper resolution, which I don't see any option. But I was running some games on 1080p, so I had to like stretch it. No, I don't. But also this game runs perfectly fine, even without the GPU, so it's fine. Alright, I don't really remember what we were doing. I think we haven't played this game in a while. So I think we moved on from the place where we had that mission and the guy tricked us, I think. Or the girl tricked us, which I was immediately suspicious of her. There was no proof that she worked for that guy. She said she was, but I couldn't question it. There were no options to question it, so I just had to go with it. But anyway, so we came to this, like, I think we were running away and our ship got messed up, or our ship got messed up and we were running away. And this guy helped us. Yeah, something is wrong with your body beyond the damage you have sustained. You need to find someone who can tell you what is happening to you. I think the other guy, I forget his name, is messing with my body, so yeah, we're here. Far Spindle is one of the busiest stations of the Starward Belt and an important way station in Wash. It's worth exploring. Freelancers stand together in bars and canteens, the unofficial business place of Belt Cruise. I just have 2 cats. Dishes as always. On where in the space for my mouse, and Lily is here on her bed. I want to change. First of all, I want to buy just the monitor so I can be done with that, but then I want to move things around because Lulu actually put a bed here on this side on the desk, and Lulu loves it. But the mic is kind of going on top of it, so I want to move things around so maybe I can capture the bed that she looks on the cat cam and then just put the stuff on this side instead. But yeah, game music is much louder. Oops. Sorry, I didn't realize that. That's so loud. Okay, that's good, right? I think I'm a bit lower now that I have the program. Sorry, I have to remember to look there for the chat. But yeah, anyway. Soon, when I finally decide what monitor I will get things sorted. I don't know what I want, because like I played on Cyber's computer, and this was what I was worried about, and this is why I don't like using like his headphones or anything. Because I use this monitor now, now I come to this monitor, I'm like, it's not quite as good, you know? And it's like the contrast. The contrast is so nice on the OLEDs, but I don't want to spend the money on an OLED and then it doesn't last nearly as long. It's like way more expensive and way less, because also I'll be working with it, so I'm guessing it'll probably burn in, you know, kind of quickly. I don't know. So I'm thinking about just going for the Gigabyte. I think we talked about it before. The M32U now has an update, which is like the M32UP. And that looks interesting. I might buy that. I think it's like very similar to the one I have now, but it's bigger. But for some reason, this monitor I have keeps getting detected by games as 4K. I always have the option to put 4K, but my monitor is 2K. I don't know why that happens. It's weird. Anyway, so yeah, what I was saying is, if you didn't hear before because the music was too loud, now the music's gone. Basically, we were running away from someone and we stopped in the other place, which I forget the name. And we did some missions to try to fix the ship because the ship couldn't do long rides. But we kind of got scammed, basically. And we had to leave, right, Stitch? Oh, he's so tired. I don't remember exactly. I'm just trying to remember. I think we ran away and our ship was kind of messed up. And we could barely make it. And also, I had damage. Oh, I think I got shot or something, now that I think of it. I think I got shot, but then also the guy that is looking after me kind of messed up with my body, like remotely or something. So now... What was that? I think you want to kiss, right? Anyway. So now we came here and our ship, I think, is messed up, and this guy is helping us, and yeah. What does it say here? Lane is back on your trail with a renewed intensity. As long as you keep moving, you won't have to face him again. So we have this clock and we need to get out. -3 per travel. Oh. Okay. So I think what's gonna happen is we're gonna be jumping around between places. Because I'm looking here and there's a lot to do. We don't have enough time to do everything here. Because we have 7 days, I guess. But it says -3 per travel. So then we go away for a while and then we come back and we're good. But then, like... Let me close it. There's some progress stuff around here. Isn't there? I thought I saw some last time. Maybe I'm crazy. There's a contract there, so there's that. How do I move this again? I forgot. Give Prime Shipmine. Gianmi has promised to run diagnostics on your changing body, but needs a shipmine to house your emulation while he runs. He works. Okay. Okay, I guess I was wrong. Just remember that. But I think we're waiting on him also to help us. And yeah. A recovery contract. For 8 chits, he'll give the coordinates. Then it says, my rig's blown its propulsion and I'm stranded on some godforsaken rock. Repair a crew needed. We'll split hull. No time wasters or thieves are armed. Scrapping components. Okay. Sure. Okay, so we can do that. We can work here. Which we suck at, so maybe not. We can... What is this? This is volunteers. This pays. The interface one, we're okay at interface. Engine components. So... I don't know what that would be. We have very few chits also. I don't think I did super well on the previous place either, so... There is that. So... We probably want to fill up on fuel. That would be basically all our money. We have all the supplies we need. Yeah, I guess what we want to do is this. It's a safe thing. So I think we could pay for it, buy fuel, and go today still. Also eat something. So we can eat here for 15. But that would be basically all our money. Can we eat anywhere? Anywhere else? Actually, I don't think I need to eat before, because we use 1 supply each day, right? I wanted to repair these as well. You're all amazing. Even Rico, I guess. You guess? I'm hurt. Thank you so much, Bobcat. You're amazing. How are you today? Okay, so I don't actually remember. I don't think we have to eat before. But we... I don't think we have to. Let's just pay for this. I think we need it anyway. So now we have the coordinates. We can look at the map. Map? How do I do that? Right there. And then it says... -2 fuel, so we're good on fuel. I don't think we have to eat, but we could eat today. And be done. I think we could, yeah. Maybe let's do that. There we go. For energy. Okay, so that was even more than I needed. Hopefully that was a good idea. I don't know. Oh, -3 the hunt during travel, even though I haven't really... Wait, so maybe I should work a bit then go. That'll allow us to stay here longer, because right now we have nothing on the hunt. None of the on the hunt thing. So yeah, maybe we want to work around here. I think our best choice was the there's nothing here. Interface one. This one. Yeah. So let's work today and go later. Raw scrap. Okay. Oh wait, this... It says here volunteers, so I don't know, but we could probably also gain something there. I guess it doesn't make a difference for us. Dude! Should have eaten after. Okay, what do I do with 2s though? I don't know what to do with 2s, because those are just really bad. Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Those are just really bad. I guess let's go to sleep. We don't really have a lot of option. Yeah, let's go. So, end the cycle. But my dice are messed up. That's what's annoying. Look at that. How do I fix that? I don't remember. Wasn't there something I could do to fix it? I think there was. I just don't remember what. Do I use something? These dice are so bad. I don't know. Is it gonna keep getting worse? Maybe I should have gone. Okay. A 1 is... No. Well, we can do it anyway. We need to eat. Can I just go? I guess tomorrow? That wasn't really worth it. Oh well. Go to sleep. I don't know what that means actually. That means 1. It's a 1, right? Like it didn't even roll. That's what it makes me think. Oh my god, this is so bad. That's such a bad roll. I think I might just go to sleep. And go tomorrow, because this is such a bad roll. What do you even do with this? Oh, wait. Is this where I can fix things? Okay, it is. Dice repair. So I need 2. Why is it unavailable? Oh, I think it's when the guy joins us. I don't remember. I have one of these, look. Okay. Let's end the cycle. This is so bad. I feel like this game's a lot harder than the other one, you know? I'll take it. Sure. Let's go. Hello, Lord. Let's go. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Alright. Shall we do meat or... You wanna mix it up? Bitch jumped on the chair right when I was turning it. Mind? I think they've realized this is where the treats are. Meat is good, alright. They're both here. Alright. There we go. Keep your hands where I can see them. The voice crackles over the open channel on your suit comms as you near the stranded rig. Where's my mouse? It was flipped over. Stitch flipped it over. And it even opened a bit. You slow your approach a little as you move towards the ship. Its shape lumpy and skeletal in the distant light of the sun. A warm welcome bodes well for the rest of the job. Bliss shoots you a concerned look. There you go, Lilo. There. I dropped it. Alright. You look up at the stranded ship ahead. Clearly they are feeling a bit exposed. We're here to help. Yes. Noun. Well, I figured that, the voice retorts. Otherwise I would have put a hole in that shiny rig of yours already. You arrive at the side of the rig, inspecting the damage as you do. Half the hull plating and big chunks of the internal structure seem to be missing, but you have a feeling that this is not what you are here to fix. The airlock opens and you move inside. The interior all exposed wires and metal framework. The systems wheeze and shudder as it cycles. Nothing of value here, so if you're looking to steal something, you're welcome to it. Thank you. Alma greets you plainly inside the rig. There you go. Anna. This is from her. Okay. Do the work that's needed and I'll let you take your half of the hull. Can you move? It's done. That's it. That's all you get. The Dark Lord has already chosen. That's right. Hello, Dark Sorcerism. How are you? I'm doing good today. Thank you. I finally got my GPU. I just had my integrated GPU until now, graphics. But I finally have my GPU. So I'm playing Citizen Sleep. I'm very demanding. But yeah, I'm very happy about that. So it's a good day. How are you doing? Oh, okay, understood. Well, alright then. Her face is as placid and unchanging as a rock. Haggard salvager. Here's the short of it. Engines conked out on me, and I'm no engineer. Can usually get her going, but this time no dice. She looks between you and the rest of your crew. Surprised there's so many of you, to be honest. Liz smiles sympathetically. Sorry about that, but don't worry. I've worked on these engines before. They give Alma a wink. I can handle this. Don't be so sure. Alma leads you towards the engine room. The layout of a rig much the same as yours. This girl is the sensitive type. You need to know how to handle her. The central corridor of the ship snakes in a... Wait, now they're leaving the room. Cats got their treat, now they're leaving. Hurt. Central corridor of the ship snakes in a way that isn't familiar to you, and you realize this rig is far more heavily modified than your own. Something that becomes all the more obvious when you arrive in the engine room. Rather than the rig's stock engine, a singular block and double turbine with feed lines between, Alma's engine is a mess of piping and feed lines, linking up multiple raw components welded to the interior frame of the room. Your eyes widen at the sight. Been adding to her since I was young. Alma smiles at the chaos. Might look like a mess, but she purrs when she's running. Okay. Bliss is shaking their head slowly. Oh, sleeper. They let out a puff of air. This is going to be special. Struggle to tell if they're intimidated or impressed. Perhaps a little of both. That's it. Thank you. I also got a new GPU today. Really? That's good. What are you gonna play with it? I feel like Bioshock you can probably already run all of them on your old one, right? I think they're all. I actually don't know about the last. But at least the first runs really well. I ran it on my integrated graphics and it's fine. But yeah, what are your plans for it? Playing Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, that's a good option. I want to play that at some point. I have so many games on my list, but that's a really good option. I hope you enjoyed. That's about. There you go. You can see them. They're right in front of the cat cam, or maybe you can. All right. That's about all of it. All my gestures to the exploded engine. Get her running, and you'll get your half of the hall. What's the hall? Alda glides over to a window set in the side of the engine room and points to the corroded remains of the facility. Deep in the asteroid's loose dusty surface. So you haven't really gotten the stuff from there yet? I'm also gonna have to do that. There's the hall. She taps on the glass. As good a find as I've seen. The hall is a building. Building and all that's in it. Alma screws up her face. What? You too good for scrapping? Well, it's more that I wanted to get paid with the stuff already scrapped. You know. As I'm fixing your ship. I don't want more work. Alright, that building's mine. Scrappers claim. Okay. Alma scratches at her mess of air. Lilo. Thinks there's a treat here, but there isn't. Under my keyword. There's nothing here, I'm sorry. Alma scratches at her mess of air, but you helped me get her running and you are welcome to take what you want from it. Up to a maximum of 50% of raw mass, that is. That's not what we expected it. No, really. What GPU did you get, by the way? I got the RTX 5080. I'm so happy. I was divided between getting that or like one of the new AMDs. But I just really wanted to splurge because I've always wanted to have a high-end computer, so I figured this is the time, you know? I moved countries, so I sold my old one there and I was like, yeah, let's just get it. I thought it was gonna be a good time because they were just coming out, but then there was no stock, so turns out it wasn't a good time. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it. I actually haven't really tested it. This is the first game I'm playing. I only installed it yesterday, but you know. hopefully everything's good with it, you know. New country, new left, new GPU, exactly. That's right. New everything actually, because I sold a bunch of stuff and like I don't even have a second monitor, which I feel weird streaming without it. Like I can see OBS. It feels weird. It feels wrong. But yeah, I'm getting things slowly. I'm just tired of deciding, making decisions and everything. Like now I have to pick a monitor. I don't want to think. I just want it to spawn here and be done. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get that M31 UP. It looks nice. I think I'll get that. But the OLEDs are so nice also, you know. But yeah, anyway. She looks you up and down and you feel the first acknowledgement of you being a sleeper. I doubt it'll trouble one of you. Anyway, you're leaving with nothing unless my girl here is back in shape by the time you're done. You're done? You're done? She folds her arms across her chest, so get to it. You turn back to the engine, your eyes tracing the madness of interlocking systems. You start to have the horrible feeling that this contract is some kind of elaborate joke. This is fun. Good. Great. Wait, where's the other guy? Where's the... He wasn't an option. What's his name? I forgot. I forgot the name. Our friends. our friend. He's probably busy doing something though. Anyway. Oh, we're both really bad at this. It's endurance. We're both engineers. That's the problem. Okay. Actually, but she doesn't have a plus. I do. Oh, they, sorry. They don't have a plus. I do. Okay, so we have that, and we can start working on it. Dude, we're bad at gathering scrap also. Oh, this sucks. We're really bad together. But I don't know where the other person is. Where are they? I don't think I could pick them. I didn't look too much at it. Okay. So let's focus on fixing the ship, I guess. Actually, I should be doing like the 6. If I get a 6, I should use it on the other one, I guess. She doesn't get a plus, so this looks interesting. Yes, it does. I'm thinking my 4s are probably good enough. We smashed it, that's right. The next one should probably smash it. That'll be bad. This... I feel like it's so hard to use the low things because everything is risky. What do I do with these? Oh yeah, the supplies thing now is in place of the other one. When do I get these? I don't remember what happened because I really want to repair myself. Alright. I think I'll use a 6 here. And this is dangerous, so I really don't want to use low dice there. Should I just use the 3s on here? At least mine, because hers it doesn't get a plus. But they are the same now that I'm looking. Let's give it a try with hers, though. Not mine. Hey, that was neutral. I'll take it. If we can speed this up, this would be ideal. Neutral, perfect. To sleep we go. I would have to not eat for a month so I could afford that cheese. Yeah, it's really expensive. I was really divided because of that. Because, first of all, they're overpriced right now. They're not too overpriced anymore, I guess. Because I was doing the math the other day. They're a bit over, but it's not too bad. But yeah, it's just always been a dream of mine to have like a really nice computer, so I figured this is the time, you know? This is the time. I'm really curious to see how it runs things. I don't know what to do now, because now I want to play the... Like Cyberpunk, I think would be the first I would want to play. But we have so many games going, so I don't know. I'd like to at least finish some of the games before we get to others. And then when I was getting games to play on the integrated graphics, I found other games that are like short games. And now I want to play those, like Killer Frequency. But now I feel like I have to play something nicer. You know, something with, you know, more intensive graphics. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway. Let's use the 6s here still. And we're happy for it. Thank you so much. Give the cats a treat. Well, we've given them a fish. Do you want to give them... Well, we've given them a meat. You want to give fish or meat again? They love the... Look. Look at this. Which one do you want, Lilo? Like she was looking more at the fish. If you want to pick, if not, I will pick, I guess. She's looking for it again, but I don't think anything fell. I don't know why she's looking. Okay, I'm gonna use my 6 here as well. That's good. So now we just need another 6 there, but I'm gonna use these here. Oh. Keep going to mine instead of hers. Meat. All right. And I'm thinking I can use the 3 probably here. Let's see. Damn it! I scared the cats. Okay. Because the thing is I can use the 5 here, but the 5 is not perfect either. So maybe I'll just use the 5 here. And be done with it. Be done with the engine study. The engine looks right. You can't be sure, but perhaps the job is done. Okay, you guys didn't actually do any layer work. You all gather in Alma's rig to see the engine tested. No. No. Getting a bit difficult with this piranha here. Look at that. Hello. Anna. Hello. No. Get away. There she is. Can you see? Hold on. You need to chill, Steve. No chill. When it comes to trees. Who's putting his paw on my hand? Gotta go have a nice stream. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy your Sunday. Dude. You bit it and then he's dropped it. He just put his paw on my hand. He's so gentle. There you go. Get all the street dust. Alright. I don't know if you can hear Cyber, by the way. I think this is gonna be a bit tricky because I'm just gonna be reading this whole game. So if you can hear him in the background, I'm sorry. Maybe I can turn this actually. Let's see. You tell me if this is better. Sorry. I just realized I should have muted there, but I think it... So, is that good? Maybe... Well, he's not talking right, but... You tell me if you hear him more or less, or... me more or less, or... I don't know. Alright. The engine room purrs and chitters. It seems to warm with the sound of the engine. With the polyrhythmic vibrations that rattle through the open framework of the interior. You look over to Alma and you see her eyes are closed, a small tremble of the corner of her mouth. You look at the engine, Alma's engine, an object that you have come to respect over the past cycles, when you haven't necessarily grown to love it. It is, as you see it now, a difficult thing to love. Whole parts of it make little sense, and its whole system, those now bypassed and made obsolete by newer additions, still somehow play an integral role you don't understand. It is unwieldy and unnecessarily so, and the accumulation of parts and patches from its long service make it surprisingly fragile. Meanwhile, other sections have been welded and re-welded so many times that they are impregnable and will never be able to replace. It is uncooperative and prone to sudden outbursts of cooling fluid or even fuel. It is restlessness and will begin to leak when left idle for too long. Oh my god. It is always too hot or too cold thanks to the coolant and the fuel, and it is hard to predict which it will be at any given moment. And yet, despite all this, it is an object you feel close to, that you feel a kinship with. Because in the end, you two are an accumulation of broken parts, long outliving their operational limits. You two are a machine that has become a story, and a story that has grown beyond the ability of others to understand it. You look over to Alma again, and Bliss is there beside her. You can see they are talking, but with the engine running, you cannot hear them. You watch for a moment, Bliss now patiently listening as, in faltering words, Alma explains something to them. Bliss nods, and then suddenly they embrace. Oh, gently and with care. Bliss pushes back, and as soon as the moment has passed, it seems like it might not have happened at all. Stitch was just meowing. That's kind of funny. Nothing in the two figures' attitudes betrays the act, and the room seems unchanged. You try to remember if you have seen them speaking before now. Try to remember if you have seen them speaking before now, but you recall there are many moments when you are not with Bliss. As you watch Alma approach, you realize the engine is not just special to you, and that between her and Bliss it might have been the bridge to a unique kind of respect. That's the job, Sleeper. Alma approaches you from the other side of the room, and you know where the payment is to be found. I believe that brings our business to an end. Alma scratches her hair, unless you have something to add? Yeah, some question. I feel like we're not gonna get much out of the questions. But sure, what will you do now? I believe that's my business. She bristles at the question. I'll need to find somewhere quiet to resupply and so on. But I don't think you'd like my usual haunts. She gives you a sly look. I appreciate the assistance. You are welcome to take what you want from the hangar if you haven't already. You see a knowing shimmer in her eyes. Oh. I must kindly ask you to leave my ship. As the airlock cycles, you look across at Bliss and swear you see a tear in her eye. You okay? Bliss turns to you as if they forgot you were there. I'm good, Sleeper. Really good. They sniff. This place reminded me of why I do what I do. Why I fix things. They look ahead. There's beauty in it. You find yourself drifting away from Alma's rig in a haze of thoughts. It's clear to you at this point that Alma's history is written all over this place, but more than that, well, can't be sure. This place, it seems, isn't for you. You realize as you gaze at the broken remains of the facility that Alma never took any over half of the hall. You turn back and squint at the cockpit of a rig. You see her there, looking across this wasteland, still as a statue. It's an image that, as you load into the rig and begin the preparations to depart, will stick with you. One that every time you enter the engine room of your ship, room almost identical to the engine room of Alma's rig, will leap into your mind. A woman floating above the wreck of what was once her home, looking for a reason to keep going. Oh. Alright, let's keep going here. Actually, let's sleep. And sleep. Go to sleep. Not the best roll, but it's okay. So 6 should give us what we need here. Perfect. Hidden treasures. What did we get here? There's a hiss and a rush of stale air as the sealed bay deep in the facilities tunnels opens for the first time in years. Who's in the box? Can you see that? I think you can. The beams of your suit lamps reach into the dark, picking out waves of dust and debris. They reveal a small bay big enough for a shuttle, but not a rig like yours. As you glide inside, those same beams catch on the frame of something that sits at the center of the bay. It is wide and flat, with a cylindrical central section that runs its length. As you move around it, Looking at the sections of plates and open frame, you realize it is a ship, or at least it was. This frame, filled with the rusted components and partially covered with old hull plates, suggests a fast ship. An arrowhead designed to cut through debris and even atmosphere. You float up a little to see into its central cylinder, which is going on the cat. I don't think you can quite see in there, but unfortunately the cat cam is kind of broken. Anyway. You float up to a little to see into its central cylinder, and your lamps reveal a cockpit outfitted for 2 people, one set behind the other. Seats are carefully upholstered, and you realize this was a labor of love. The whole ship, in fact, seems built by hand, a custom model with little function out here, beyond looping around asteroids for the thrill of it. Aww. Looking closer, brushing away the surface of corrosion, you see flames painted on the hull blades in curling patterns. That's really cool. Brush strokes visible even after what must be many years. As you inspect the half-finished ship, a sense of quiet wonder keeps keeping you silent. You notice a glint towards its rear. You approach it and see an engine, all interlocking tubes and flared vents. It isn't like any you have ever seen, but the holes in its sides suggest it may never have been finished. Those holes are the source of the glints. You reach in and pull out some strange-looking engine components, each pristine and complex. You hesitate for a moment, suddenly feeling like you shouldn't be disturbing such an intimate object. But it occurs to you that nothing would please the person who built this ship more than to see these handmade components put to use. Secure them to your suit and push away from the ship. As you leave the bay, you turn and take one last look at the treasure inside. It's possible that it never flew, or perhaps it was in the middle of an extensive refit when this place was abandoned. Either way, its flying years have long since passed, and now, with the bay open, it will corrode much faster, melding with the anonymized scrap of this place in mere cycles. Suppress a shiver and then start the journey back up the surface, aware of the components dangling at your side. Okay, we got some good stuff. I can actually use those to repair myself. So we're done with that one. We can do this one, but unfortunately we're both really bad at this. So I don't think it's a very good idea. I mean, we can try the 6, see how that goes. Let's see. Is this really the best plan? Not really, but it works. We can use our best stuff. If we can... This is gonna be rough. Let's see. Stress, okay. Oh. I mean... It's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it. We could wait another day, but I'm gonna lose a dice from this. That's not good enough. I could sleep and we can see if we can get the rest of this, but honestly, I don't think we want to. We're probably just gonna get a bit of scrap, to be honest. I don't think it's worth... Well... I don't think it's worth the supplies we'll lose. We can try one day. Should we try one day? Try one day. Let's see. If we get some good rolls, I think we can get the stuff. Okay, yeah, it damaged my dice. I thought it removed them. Alright. Neutral? Okay, neutral's okay. Positive. You rest a moment, taking a break from dragging the plates you've cut across the asteroid's surface. Find yourself looking up towards Alma's rig, still there on the edge of the crater, and wonder if she's watching. With her engine fixed, you half expect her to leave immediately, but she remains there, on the horizon, unable to leave this place. As if in response, your comms channel buzzes. Nice pal you got there, Alma announces herself on the open channel. We'll make scrappers of you kids, Yan. I think we're already scrappers. We've been scrapping. That scrap will earn you a pretty penny if you know what you're doing, she continues. Holmes, rock's always a good place to offload. Holmes rocks. I'll give you that for free. You look at the stack of ragged, torch-cut plates as they loaded up into the rig cargo hold, and you have to admit you do feel a pride at the work you've done. Thanks. You earned it. You glance over your shoulder at the cockpit of Alma's rig, where you can see her watching. I don't think she'll give us many answers, but what should we ask? So I was wondering what I should ask. We can ask, what are you doing out here, or what is this place? I don't think she's very keen on answering us, but maybe now that we've finished the job. I don't know. I don't think she'll answer either one. What is this place? There's a click on the open channel as it closes, and Alma seems to take a moment to consider her response. She clears her throat. How about you tell me what you think, sleeper? A hangar. I found a ship. The hangar where you leave the ship? I don't know. Hangar. I found a ship. Alma coughs and splutters, then goes silent. Got a good nose for salvage, have we? He sniffs. Not just a hangar, though. A home. Alma goes silent. Alma goes quiet for a moment, but you wait, getting the feeling there's more to be said. See the old arrays on the far side? You turn and look up the rock towards the broken frames and panels you can just make out in the dust catching the sun's weak light. Those were the first priority. Get power running, recharge the cells for the excavators, the welders, turn the scrap into something livable. She falters and coughs. Look at him now. You see the tumble down collection of panels. They look like they were scattered by a careless hand, discarded without much thought. Comms channel clicks off and you see the distant silhouette of Alma ripped from view out of the cockpit of her rig. Turn back to see that the scrap has been loaded into the ship. You're half of the hull. But I suspect this place is more than just a hull for Alma. So we're done. How do I leave? I forgot. How do I leave? Map, I guess? You can travel now back to the hub. Once you leave, you will not be able to return. Okay. Let's go. Right stitch. That's not the best roll, but that's okay. So now we have more time. What should we do? Is there anything else? No. How do I find a pristine mine ship? I was kind of a prime. I was kind of hoping I'd find it there. I didn't really get money out of this one either. I could work a bit here, and then it does say here. Here, sorry. We can buy scrap components. That's here. Yeah, I think this would be just scrap, right? I won't be able to find a ship mine. I think I have to go somewhere else for it. Buy engine components. This is what I was thinking of actually. Integrators usually have some engine components to spare, but they know how valuable they are and price them highly. So we could get that, but I don't know what will... Oh, the engine components are these. What I want is a prime ship mine. I don't know where to get that. I don't think we can get that here. But I also don't think we have anywhere else to go, so I'm a bit unsure. Oh, okay. Holmes Rock. That's enough. Where? The dark side. Where did we come from? It wasn't the dark side, was it? I'm not even sure. She gave us a hint that we could go to Holmes Rock to sell scrap. I'm not sure I want to. I guess I could. We need more fuel anyway. We could buy 3 fuel and be just enough, but I think we probably want to fill up just to be sure. I think we'll do that. Let's go. Hopefully we can go. I'm actually not sure because we were doing something here, I think. Right? Or we not? I think it's this thing though, this prime ship mine. I don't know where to get that. I think we just have to go somewhere. Huh? Maybe I should have some more supplies also. What? Run an in-game action, pick anything other than the first option in dialogue? No! I don't want to do that. Oh. Let me set a timer. Do that. That's like the whole point of the game. I don't know if you can hear me there, but yeah, that's the whole point of the game. Alright, let's do it. Right when we're chatting here. Sleeper, Bliss speaks quietly from the door at the back of the cockpit. Can we talk? There's Serafin! Why didn't he come with us? Why didn't he come with us before? You glance over at Serafin, his head back and eyes closed while the rig cuts through empty space. You don't seem to be needed here. You unclip your harness and follow Bliss. How are you doing? Bliss glances over their shoulder as they drift towards the back of the ship. Question takes you aback. You can't remember the last time anyone actually asked with real intention how you are. Better than I was. This shoots you a look. That's what a good way of thinking about it, I guess. But to be honest, Sleeper, I'm not sure how you're still standing. Breaking out of dark side, then again in export. Those things take a toll. Bliss turns a corner. It's okay to give yourself a space to feel that. This leads you off the main corridor into the... Oh my god, I've forgotten. Which one did I choose? Which one did I choose? I forgot about the ban. I don't know which one I chose. Did I choose the first one? Action says that picking the second and third option is banned. Which one did I pick? I forgot about that. I don't remember which one I picked. Was it wasn't the first one? I completely forgot. I was too immersed in the game, you know? I forgot. I really don't know. You picked the third? Oh. So it's hot sauce, right? I hope I have the hot sauce. I think I do. Should we do that later or now? I guess later, right? Makes sense because the timer's still running. Okay. Oh, I forgot. I didn't even care too much about that question, to be honest. That one didn't even matter very much, but I forgot. Police leads you off the main corridor into the workshop they set up when they repaired the ship. It is small, but its neatly arranged tools and sloped walls help it feel cozy and tucked away. You see improvements everywhere, new tools and equipment. Bliss notices you look at their upgraded setup. I told you I'd be worth taking along. I told you I'd be worth taking along. Dude, I don't want to say the first one though. You didn't give us much choice. I don't want to say that. 2 minutes remaining. Can I wait it out? Things are about to get spicy. Yeah, they are. Okay, do I care enough about this option to take a spoon of... Well, not a spoonful. Take hot sauce. Another. This is rough. I don't want to say that. That's so mean. I like Bliss. Bliss is nice. They helped us. I don't want to be mean to Bliss. You know what? I'll just take another. Never doubted it. Screw it. Bliss raises an eyebrow. Well, that's a lie. They smile. Hey, feels good to hear though. Anyway, I didn't bring you here just to brag. They pause, or at least not just to brag. Oh, sorry. I kind of mixed the two lines. I didn't bring you here to brag. They pause, or at least not just to brag. They suddenly glance away, the atmosphere in the room shifting. I can see your body is showing the strain, sleeper. By the way, does it sound okay? Do I sound okay? Because I moved the mic a bit. I was kind of hoping it wouldn't catch Cyber so much. I don't know if it's also catching me less. I don't know. Anyway. I brought you here so we could do something about that. They beckon you towards... Oh, this is what I wanted. Beckon you towards the workbench, where you both settle onto stools. They flick on a small light and aim it... They flick on a small light and aim it at your arm. Let them look. See, that's the first one. Bliss gently cradles your arm, turning it to inspect the underside. You see tears and holes in the vinyl skin and dark, moving things beneath. Timer is up! I'll watch you work, Bliss. You look as Bliss brings the light closer to the biggest tear and it glints off the metallic tendons in your forearm. Below them you see something more fluid and wet catching the light. You know you aren't the first sleeper I've met. Bliss talks while they inspect the rest of your arm. Bliss talks while they inspect the rest of your arm. I actually partnered with one at my old repair bay on the eye. Feels like 100,000 cycles ago now, but I remember them. Their precise work, their quiet enthusiasm, there was something calming about their presence. Bliss swaps to your other arm. They were different to you. Just like one person is different to another, I suppose, but I can't help but remember that time. I was a different person then, that's for sure. They meet your eye. I'm going through something of a transformation myself. How is that going? Bliss lays both your arms down and leans forward to inspect your upper chest, adjusting the light. I was pretending before, I think, to be the person I was expected to be. They press along the hard protrusion of your clavicle. There were so many calculations I was making, so many corrections. How I held myself, how I spoke, how I reacted. They pushed gently against each of your metallic ribs, one at a time. I didn't realize how tired I was until they stop and sit back, until I gave up. I came here to the belt with someone else. And when I did, I realized this was my chance to become something new. So I let go of everything. They look away. It was messy, ugly, and the person I came here with, I let them go to. I was punching out at everything because it felt like everything was holding me back, stopping me for the change I was owed. Don't worry, they smile weakly. I'm calmer now. I'm not about to explode on you or anything. It's still a difficult process, but it feels like shedding hundreds of suffocating skins that you spent half your life putting on, one by one. They meet your eye. It feels like an escape. They lean forward again and check the skin of your shoulders, where it is worn and faded. You let them. Oh, you let them. The atmosphere quiet but calm in the workshop, a feeling of solidarity glowing somewhere in your frame. Not bad, sleeper. You are holding up well, given everything. Bliss folds their arms in front of them protectively, but I'm still concerned. There is some decline to your system functions. Let's keep an eye out. Components. Thank you, Bliss. It's no problem. They release from the stool and drift over to a rack of tools. I owe you for jolting me out of whatever my life had become on the far spindle. Oh. You leave Bliss to their workshop, feeling reassured that you have them here on the ship. As you do, you think of your relationship to your own body, this frame that you were forced into that has never quite felt like your own. You realize that this feeling is not unique to you. No one gets to choose their body. Everyone has to contend with the entropy of their flesh. And in that realization, you feel less alone. Okay. I will pause there and go get the hot sauce. So I'll see you guys in just a second. Okay, we have a problem. I don't have hot sauce. I thought I did, but I don't. What I'm thinking is, I can take like 4 bean boozles, like 2 for each, because then, you know, it's 50-50 that I'll get a bad one. So I feel like I need to take an extra one for each, you know. Get those odds up. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a deal? I really don't have hot sauce. I thought I did. Yeah. Shall I do that? Is that good? Is that a deal? Is that reasonable? Alright, the rig. Something in cratered. Holmes Rock floats on the sunward side of the belt. Its only notable feature the bright shapes of its solar arrays, angled toward the system's distant star. Can't even dock the rig here. Serafin nods at the bright shape of Holmes Rock's lone docking bay. Won't fit. We'll have to park here and go out the airlock. Seems repulsed by the idea. Well, we did add every contract. What is the big problem, actually? We do that every contract. You do that every contract. Serafin leans back into his seat. I've got used to sitting them out. Why did he not come, the last one? I don't remember. Barely seems worth the trip. Oh, he was hurt, right? Barely seems worth the trip down. Bliss speaks up from the back of the cockpit. Oh, we know there's something good here, right? I think. You never know, I guess, Bliss yawns, but don't expect to turn any jobs all the way out here. We have to at least refuel. I'll come down later. Don't feel like squeezing into a suit right now. Bliss gives a lazy wave as they glide out of the cockpit. You gaze out over Holmes Rock. It certainly doesn't look very exciting, but there's refueling to be done, and maybe more besides. Okay. You might even be able to scare up a hot meal. Certainly won't find one floating here. You kick off from the back of your seat and glide out of the cockpit towards the airlock. So did I just come to a place that... This place sucks? Sleeper, Serafin catches your attention as you go to leave the ship. Can I have a minute? Of course. Serafin ducks into a maintenance passage and waits for you to follow. In the narrow passage framed by loose wires and thick conduits, Serafin looks suddenly small and trapped. He looks at an open circuitry panel as he speaks, avoiding your gaze. T is playing with a coin in his hand, nervously spinning it in the air. Since we cleared export, I've been putting feelers out for something. He rubs his hands nervously. That's a lot of H's in there. I've been in the belt for a long time, and I came here alone, but back on Darkside just before he made a break for it, I heard something. I heard someone was looking for me. He pauses, trying to organize his thoughts. Who's after you? Also heard something else. They said the person looking for me claimed to be my sister. You wait for your reaction. You have a sister? I did, yeah. Or I do. He shakes his head, but I don't even know if it's really her. Just because someone says they're my sister, well, I can't be sure. The thing is, I haven't seen my sister in a long time. I was still a kid when I left. So was she, though I don't think she would have liked to admit it at the time. He smiles to himself. I know you don't remember how it was back in Darkside, I mean, he sighs, but we were alone, you and me. Lane didn't let us out much, just to work. And that was all. When I overheard one of the guys mention someone was sniffing around trying to find me, I didn't know what to think, he frowns. And then hearing it could have been my sister, he goes quiet. You tried to recall that time, the cycle spent under Lane's influence, working for him in exchange for stabilizer. You close your eyes, focus, but the details flicker. The images collapse and reform. Has Serafin told you this before? Was this all part of your plan? I wanted to go find her. Yes, he shrugs. It changed things for me. The thought that she could be out there. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to get you out of there too. He pauses. You sense he is finding this difficult. I know it doesn't matter now, but I told you about her back then, before. Sorry, I don't remember. It's okay, Sleeper, I understand. Since we got away, since export, I've been asking around, speaking to spacers, traders, and like I said, something has finally come up. Seems whoever was trailing me left dark side pretty soon after. Oh, pretty soon after Utsubo caught wind of her sniffing around. Who's Utsubo? I don't remember. I thought they made her feel very welcome, but I managed to get a name. The name she gave, Luz, wasn't my sister's, but that doesn't mean much. It gave me something to follow. She bounced around the wash a little, far spindle, flotsam, not sure why. She squints at a loose wire. The last thing she did was book a passage to Wellspring. On a Lotic Freyer. That's it. I thought he moved the camera. How do you know this? Mostly ship manifesto and port reports, a few favors on the quiet. I want to go to Wellspring, Sleeper, to know if it's really her, and if it isn't, settle what needs settling. Let's do it. Thank you, Sleeper. He meets your eye. I will admit it has been strange reminding myself that... Oh, that scared me. Reminding myself that everything we talked about back on Dark Side, everything we did, is lost now. He smiles, but I'm... Dude. Okay. There's issues on my computer. He smiles, but I'm glad to see you are still you, whatever that means. Me too. He nods. Anyway, better get back to it. Serafin squeezes past you in the corridor and glides back towards the engine room. You watch him go, wondering if your past together can never be reclaimed. Aww. Your mind wanders to thoughts of Serafin's sister. For a moment you wonder what it is like to have a family, and if you'll ever know. Right, so no one has said anything, so I'm gonna assume the 4 tricky beans are fine as punishment. I'll just roll that. And that's Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. This one. There's like 3 or 4 white ones and they all look the same. I think it's this one. Is it? No. Is it this one? Maybe it's this one actually. I think it might be this one. I don't know. Let's see. It's Tutti Frutti. Let's look around while I eat that. Home's terminus. We have a point here. We can't put it in engage though. But we can unlock endure. Which I think might be a good idea, because look at this. We're here. And we're really bad at both. And engage is kind of cool. I also feel like getting even better at something. I think getting better at something would be better, right? Like having +2 on engineer would be really good. That would be really good, but... Like right now we're here and I can't refuel, I think. And I have minus on both. Two minuses on both. So if I put it to here. Wait, that's 4 points. Well, these are all 4 points. I didn't realize. Okay, never mind. We can't do anything. This is gonna be really bad. Alright, I'm gonna roll this again. Do another one. That was not a very good roll, but... Got stink bug or toasted marshmallow. Right here. It's a good one. Easy one. So barter with locals. Thanks to its remote nature, bartering is a popular pastime on Holmes Rock. You can learn plenty through trade and talk. Or we can explore the tunnels. Once an old Solheim signal station, now a sleepy settlement. There's a whole labyrinth of dark tunnels cut into Holmes Rock. I think this is our best shot though, because we have 3 fuel. I don't think we can even go anywhere right now. Yeah, we really can't go anywhere. We're stuck here, so we just have to go through it. I'll try bartering. They say it's popular, so I feel like that's a good idea. These are gonna be bad. Oh, +1 fuel. How did I get fuel? Spend a little, sell a little. Oh, barter for fuel, but what matters is rumors and knowledge you gain. These are so bad though. -2 is crazy. I lost money. Get caught up in an impromptu auction and end up losing money without really understanding why. You don't even have a lot of money to lose. Okay, we got more fuel. No place like home. That's funny. Let's do one more. I won't use the 3, I think. Or is the 3 the same? And the 3 is the same, so might as well. Okay, neutral again. We found a place. Oh, we found 2. Oops. I've stopped already. So we can sell stuff for 33 cryo. And I think the supplies are more expensive here. I should have bought them in the other place. So that's probably something we can play with, like the prices in different places. Probably. Feels the same though. Help offload, freight, but I am really bad at that. So I'm thinking we want to refuel and leave, and then we'll come back at another point. This is not a very good place for us. Let's refuel. Oh, I don't have money for it. Alright, I think I only need 7 for the next place, right? Dude, what do I do? Do I go back? Because I can go somewhere new, but it's a gamble. Where did the Serafin want to go? Wellspring. We can go to Wellspring. Let's go there. Why not? That's actually probably a bad idea, because if it's something bad, we're screwed, but that's okay. Out of money. Anyway, I'm gonna roll it again. And we got buttered popcorn, eat rotten egg. What is this? I don't think I have it here. Or is... maybe this is it. I'm not sure about this, but I think this one is it. Yeah? What is that? I don't know what that is. That doesn't taste very good, but it's not too bad either. Is this rotten egg? This might be stinky socks. Could be worse. It looked like rotten egg. Alright. I'll do one last and then we'll start reading again. I think it's stinky socks. Berry blue or toothpaste? These are easy to find, they're blue. That's toothpaste. It feels wrong to eat, but here we are. It's gonna be all stuck in my teeth. Alright, those were 4. So there we go. I don't think I got too good, too bad, so there you go. It worked out. As he brings the ship into Wellspring's docking ring, you notice a rare tension in Serafin's piloting. He jerks the shift a little too hard. There's the cat. This house. Okay. Jerks the stick a little too hard while the docking bridge extends and a proximity alarm goes off. He curses under his breath. Relax, it'll be okay. I've docked this ship 100 times, Sleeper. He keeps his eye on the monitors. I am relaxed. That's not what I mean. Serafin doesn't respond, but you see him grip the rig's controls a little tighter. Yeah, I wasn't sure that was a good idea, but I tried, okay? I was trying to be nice. Toothpaste with the opposite effect, yes. Very true. It's all the negatives of... Actually, not too bad, but... It's like all the negatives with all... of the toothpaste with all the negatives of the bees. I'm back. I was in a stream earlier and they raided someone and it pulled me with them even though I was no longer in the stream. What? What? How did it pull you in? That's weird. I don't think you even noticed. I did notice because I was just telling you that I don't have hot sauce and what if I used 2 beans per like thing I broke and so it would be 4 and you didn't reply and then I did all 4 and you missed them. But yeah, I don't know. Okay. So I guess you probably saw me eat toothpaste though, so you're welcome. Anyway. Stitch? You can, right? You can kind of see it. I need to... I don't know. I don't think I can fix this camera, to be honest. It broke in the travel, which is weird. Because I put it back in its original box. But it broke. Anyway. I don't know. To be honest. Didn't see that either. Well, that's what you get for... cheating on me with another streamer? I don't know. That's what you get, you know? Next time, be more loyal. Alright. Yeah, I think I didn't say the right thing, you know? But that's okay. As the ship stops, the docking bridge connected, you lean forward and look out of the cockpit windows, trying to get a good view of the icy surface of Wellspring below. Harsh gleaming ice gives way to the steep sides of the cut. The asteroid's one city. It glows and steams with warmth, and peering down into it, you cannot see the bottom. Beyond, along the horizon, you see the terraces of the pit head, where the current extraction effort must be taking place. Serafin runs the shutdown sequence and unclips from his seat. He turns back to you, a flinty look in his eye. I'm going to head down into the cut. I've got a few leads to follow up on. You get the sense he isn't asking for permission. Let me help. You can check out the city if you want, but I'm not following along, Sleeper. This is my trail to follow. Before he can respond, he pushes past and glides out of the cockpit. Turn and watch as he pushes past Bliss in the doorway. I missed something? Bliss shoots you a look. He seems even more irritable than usual. I think maybe he wouldn't want me to say. But Bliss is probably gonna learn. Should I tell him about his sister? Oh, wait a minute. Watch the VOD, yes. The secret is tea. Guess I'm no longer needed here. I'll do as I command. Well, what do you mean? Yeah, shout out to Lab. Sure. You should check out Lab. Are you streaming right now? No. I don't know. What was I saying? What do you mean you're no longer needed here? Yeah, I was doing the punishment from your thing. You just didn't see it. I'm actively cheating on you. Oh, there you love. I'm so, you guys just keep hurting me. It's just, I'm very hurt. Both of you. I'm not sure. Okay. But you are cheating though. Alright. I think Bliss is probably gonna learn sooner or later, but I think hiccups now, what the hell? I think Serafin would appreciate if I didn't tell. I think Bliss maybe will be a bit bothered by me not telling, but it's not my thing to tell, so I won't tell. It's his business. Fair enough, Bliss sighs. Looks like a stopover at Wellspring for a bit then. They zip their jacket. I'll be in the markets. They're least lane's unlikely to come out here to pick a fight with the Lotic Syndicate. Oh. Bliss shrugs. They turn and head towards the airlock, whistling softly as they do. You sigh. Without a pilot, it doesn't look like you'll be moving on soon. Time to go see Wellspring. Well, we don't have fuel anymore, anyway, so... What was the plan, you know? So, we can act like a local, which we're really bad at. Cut is filled with Lotic workers, which makes for a brash and bold atmosphere. You'll need to be the same if you want to explore. Or, we can hack Lotic comms. Sure, you wonder... What? Sure, you could wonder, but the Lotic Syndicate runs this place. Surely you can learn everything you need to know by tuning into their chatter. And this is dangerous, so... Let's do a 100% positive one. That's half. Okay. What do I do now? Because this is dangerous, so I don't want to do it a lot. Did I find something? Perfect, we found something. But I think it's just for buying food. Buy a meal or a dangerous thing that I am really bad at. To earn money. That's good. That's good stuff. Oh, but there's another. With a Lotic pass like any of the workers and syndicate members carry, you should be able to gain access. Get one of those. Alright, I guess we're just gonna use it here. This is potentially bad. Neutral? Okay, I lost some energy, but I found a new place. Dude, it's also for buying stuff. I'm bad at everything that can be done here. Sucks. Fuel is 3? 3? Cryo for fuel? We're definitely gonna fill up on fuel here. But I need to, like, work. But I'm really bad at the stuff I can work on here. I think I need a pass. We're just gonna risk it the other 4 here. I only need 1. Should I do this one? But that one's really bad. I think this one. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Amazing to think this place supplies most of the belt's water. Bliss looks across the cutwater at the workers in their distinctive yellow gear. No wonder the syndicate runs it like a corporation. You look at those gathered in the low-ceilinged bar, gathered around cushioned couches and low magnetic tables, their voices bouncing off the metal walls. All of them wear Lotic clothing, a mark of their status as contractors for the belt's most powerful syndicate. Look back to Bliss, who is watching another group, quietly discussing something serious in the opposite corner. I don't have a strong opinion. I don't really know enough to say one or the other. I don't have a strong opinion, so I guess I'll say the first one, because I don't like it one bit. Seems a bit more extreme. I don't have a strong opinion, I just got here. I guess Lotic gets the job done? I don't know. Liz turns back to the bar and sips her drink through its metal straw. Well, that's the thing. I've been looking around Chasm Row, searching out components in the market. Down there, people don't seem so happy. Bliss meets your eye. I just realized I could have fixed myself so I don't have such shitty dice. I forgot about that. There's a lot of talk of contracts. It seems Lotic's been locking down its workers, giving the war in the inner system as an excuse. They play with their metal straw, swirling the orbs of liquid in their sealed glass. Pressure is building, Sleeper. We shouldn't hang around here much longer, they sigh. We need to give Serafin time. Well, Bliss raises an eyebrow. It sounds like I'm not the only outsider who's been hanging out in Chasm Row. I heard someone complaining about a rude young man asking too many questions. Bliss smiles. Who else could that be? They laugh. That's the place to start if you want to find our boy. They said he was asking about the Rye Market, but I have no idea what that is. Bliss looks out across the bar. Definitely a touchy subject for locals, though. I don't think I will head there now because we don't have fuel, so we're not in a rush. We don't have money for fuel either, so I need to work. I'm not in a rush. Me neither. Bliss swirls their straw. The drinks here are pretty good, but something's coming. Trust me on that. You leave the cutwater, shouldering your way through a crowd of boisterous contractors. There is a conspiratorial mood to the conversation now that Bliss has mentioned it, and you wonder what all the talk is about. 3? Wait, 3-1. I wasn't looking, sorry. Apologies for not tuning in recently, love. Oh. I'm actually doing market research? What are you looking at? Where are you looking into? Or, yeah. What are you thinking about? Another game? I see you, Bert. Poor Bert. Hi, Bert, if you're here. Oh. I didn't see the 3. Was that one of the options? You were saying to choose option 3? I get so involved in the thing here, I forget everything, you know? It's kind of funny because now I'm used to reading games. Sometimes when I'm gaming by myself, I almost start reading it out loud and I'm like, wait, I'm not sure. It's kind of funny. Lilu looks kind of annoyed. Lilu. Feel sudden cold as you leave the steaming bar. You want more pets? I don't think she does, but I stopped and she looked at me, so I'm a bit confused. Anyway. Feel the sudden cold as you leave the steaming bar and enter one of the icy passages cut into the asteroid itself. All this water in the hands of a single syndicate. If something goes wrong here, the belt will die of thirst long before the war reaches it. Turn up the collar of your jacket against the cold and head for Chasm Row. New location. Perfect. So now we can buy supplies, and the supplies here are decently priced. We can find the Rhyme Market. Liz said Serafin was hunting for the Rhyme Market. Whatever that is, you'll need to get to know the area, and it's hidden ways to find it. Yes, we can do that, but I think I would rather be working. Right? But I'm really bad at that work, and I think I can do anything. I think I need a pass to work here. So I'm a bit screwed. What I want to do is repair myself. So I still can't? Why not? Oh, do I need like an improvement? Because my dice are kind of messed up. I don't know if this means like I get lower dice, but I don't think I do. So maybe it's just that they break after this long. So hopefully we can get whatever we need there. Okay, so I guess all we can do is look around here. But I only have one, so I don't think we want to do that. Because the ones are kind of bad. I just don't want to risk getting worse. And apparently we're safe here. Yeah, let's just end the cycle. We're not in a rush. Okay, 6. Oh, should I use the 6s to work? Get some money? Because we have no fuel right now. If I do a 6 here, that's not amazing, actually. We also have some cryo coming in passively because of this. Our crew is doing odd jobs. And we can buy right now 3 fuel, which I don't think is enough to get us anywhere, actually. Where's the fuel? 5 fuel. Fuel up fuel is 27. So we can get 3 right now, then that's 4. If I do this one. Oh, let's start with that, I guess. Maybe we'll find something. No, nothing? I was kind of hoping we'd find some other places on the way. Okay, we're close. So this game is so nice. It's interesting because now they added a lot of stuff. There's a lot of like managing, like picking your crew, managing like the supplies and stuff. It's interesting. So should I use the 2 here? It's risky, but let's go. Yes! That was just enough. Okay, perfect. The markets of Chasm Row have become familiar in the past circles. Actually, it was all today, I think. Or maybe in 2 days. I don't know. There's steaming orange lit depths, the persistent condensation on each unit's windows, the gleam of the amber workers' suits, each contributing to the particular atmosphere of this buried city. But among this you have noticed other details too. The freelance crews on the hunt for illicit tech, the conversing workers who drop to a whisper when you pass, the light flickering up through floor grates, suggesting even deeper layers. These are the details you have followed to the Rhyme Market, a place discussed in hushed tones, in dimly lit rooms. And as you drift towards what you know to be one of its entrances, the door bursts open in front of you. A large dark bundle glides out the door and backs the metal wall of the passage with an echoing bang. But your eyes are drawn by the imposing figure that hovers in the doorway, bracing himself on the frame. What? Large dark bundle. I'm confused. Opposing Lotic Syndicate worker, Kirk. Stay out of the Rhyme Market, rat. The man sends an orb of spit spinning after the bundle. What is the bundle? What does that mean? What does it mean? The bundle unfolds. Oh. And he suddenly recognized Serafin. Winded but straightening up to go back for more. Well, I don't think I can really stop him. I don't think I can stop him. I'm really bad at engage. Leave him alone. Who am I saying that to? I guess to Kirk. I tried to stop him, because at best it's gonna be neutral. What is neutral? It's probably not great. It's half and half, so 50% chance that I will fail miserably. I don't think it's worth even trying, to be honest. I guess it is worth trying. I guess the negative would be me getting hurt. That's probably what the negative is. Like, neutral is I can't stop him. Negative is, yeah, I don't think I can do it. Because I have no chance of a positive outcome. Okay. Leave him alone, I guess. Men turns towards you as you shout, and Serafin, seeing the opportunity, keeps off hard. Flying into them with swinging fists, the two tumble in a flurry of blows, slamming into the door frame until the man gets his legs between him and Serafin and kicks him into the wall. Serafin hits hard and floats away, a few crimson bubbles of blood drifting from his bust lip. Go to Serafin. You glide over to Serafin as he shakes himself awake. You put yourself between him and the figure. Know when you are beaten, rat. The man calls out, it's time to go home and lick your wounds. Serafin exhales in frustration, his anger fading, replaced by the stinging pain of his injuries. You watch a perfectly round blob of blood form at the bottom of his nose. Let me hit this idiot. I don't think I can. Want to explain what's happening? For the record, the man folds his arms. This one started it. He looks between the two of you. Snooping around our meeting like a rat. You see his sharp eyes recalculating the situation since your arrival. I wasn't snooping, I was looking for someone. Serafin glances. If you'd taken a minute to talk to me before throwing a punch, maybe you would have got that. Man scratches at his beard, squinting at Serafin. Say I believe you. What were you doing at the meeting then? Missing persons ain't our business. All I heard is... This is where the Lotic contractors meet, Serafin sighs. I don't like you hearing that. Not at all. And I'm going to need to ask you who told you that later. He straightens up. But yeah, this is where the contractors meet. If that's anything to you. The person I'm looking for is a contractor. Serafin's frustration rises again. He uses a cover name Luz. He pauses, a desperation entering his voice. Please, I think she might be my sister. Something changes in the man's stance. He holds up a massive hand to silence Serafin and looks down the passage in both directions. Not here. He retreats through the door. Get in. As you both enter, he reaches past you and slams the metal door behind, spinning the locking wheel with one hand. I'm Kirk. He grunts, pointing at himself with a thick thumb. Okay. Contractors are my concern, but if Lotic catches us discussing contracts out here, he shakes his head. He turns and leads you down the passage. You pass an open door and you glance inside to see a group gathers in a circle, all of them in workers' clothes. They are speaking in hushed voices. One of them exchanges a nod with Kirk. Let's not interrupt the meeting anymore, shall we? He glances playfully at Serafin, who remains silent. Kirk leads you to the side of a massive vertical metal pipe with a rough hole cut in the side. He beckons you both inside. Okay. You descend through the pipe in silence and darkness. Suddenly you come out through the ceiling of a wide and low hall. As far as you can see, crooked stalls and makeshift shelters dot the grilled floor, lit by scavenged lanterns and light strips. Steam drifts up through the grates concealing the room so that you cannot see the walls. Welcome to the ram market. Kirk gestures a thick hand at the ramshackle interior. Lotic doesn't know about this place, he smiles. Let's get a drink. He leads you off to a nearby stall with a set of improvised stools welded to the floor in front. He hooks his legs into one, and you and Serafin follow suit. Huh? Oh, okay. He holds up 3 fingers to the stall's owner and a drink in a straw-pierced pack. Oh, straw-pierced? What? Drink in a straw-pierced packet is handed to you. To each of you. Like a Capri Sun? Serafin looks spectacularly at the drink. We friends now or something? Look, Kirk takes a sip. I'm not going to apologize for putting you on your ass. That's on you, but like I said, I represent contractors, and if someone is part of the family, well... He shrugs his massive shoulders, then they deserve to be heard out at least. Yeah, I guess maybe I'll let Serafin talk. Enough, you know a loose. I saw it in your eyes. Serafin glares at him. Where is she? Describe her. Kirk leans back on his stool. I'm not giving you anything more until you prove she's your sister. Serafin closes his eyes. Dark hair used to wear it long and messy. Bright eyes, broad shoulders. You see a little twitch around his eyes as he recalls. Tough but kind, tattoos, nervous laugh. He opens his eyes and glares at Kirk. Is that enough? Kirk sniffs. Yeah, that's her. You feel something jump in Serafin and an almost imperceptible tension rising. It's her, his sister. Luz, Kirk speaks slowly, drinking between, or whatever her real name is. One of the contractors here. She's part of the most recent contract's Lotic register. That means... Just tell me where she is. Serafin demands, his impatience getting the better of him. As I was saying, Kirk gives Serafin a pointed look. Those new contractors are restricted to the pit head. In fact, that is what we were discussing when you interrupted our meeting. Serafin looks away in frustration but holds his tongue. Since the war, the Lotic Syndicate has been trying to lock down Wellspring. They went from a loose association of mining groups to an autocracy, and started enforcing contracts with some seriously overreaching terms. Okay. Your sister? She's on one of those contracts. Lotican are acting like they own her and the others, because according to their contracts they do, which is exactly what we want to do something about. This cycle, he forcefully taps the bar with a finger. We are voting on strike action and a full blockade of Flotsam. We will bring the syndicate to the table too. Serafin knocks his drink away and kicks off the table, disappearing into the market. Should I run after him? Should I? Should I stay with Kirk? So he said where the sister is, but we don't really know where that is. It's head. But maybe if I stay with Kirk, I can find out more. I don't know if I should follow him. Um, I think I should stay with Kirk to find more information. Where's Serafin going? Why did he do that? Does he want to be followed even? But also I don't know where he's going, but can I contact him? I don't think I can. I guess I'll follow him. I just think Kirk gave us something more, but I think Kirk's given us what we need. Alright, I'll go after him. Catch up with Serafin in the bustle of the Rhyme Market among the steam and crowds. I can't have been the only one who saw his pitch coming a mile off. Serafin is bristling with anger. What kind of idiots does he think we are? What? What pitch? What this is about? This is about getting my sister out of whatever mess she's gotten into. Serafin starts pushing through the crowd towards the exit tunnel. We need to speak to Lotic. Forget these clowns. What? Sounds like he's on our side. He shoves his way forward. We don't need to get tied up in this. We just need to get her out. I don't think you can just get her out. Serafin forges on ahead, and you get caught in the crowd behind him. As he disappears from view, a heavy hand falls on your back. I want to help you, Sleeper. Kirk's bright eyes meet yours. The Syndicate will do nothing for him or you, trust me. But I need your help in return. I want to help. Good, Kirk nods. I knew you would. Kirk places a plastic pass card into your hand. It glints with the mark of the Lotic Syndicate, a blurry ID photo laminated into its transparent interior. This will get you into the pit head. You can see for yourself what's happening there. Don't follow your friend to Lotic. Go to the pit head. Find Lose yourself. You meet your eye. When you do, come back to me and we can discuss how to free her and everyone else like her. Go to Lotic. If you meet with them, I can't help you. He releases your forearm and drifts back into the crowd, peering into the steam and darkness. Stood there for a moment, buffeted by passing people clutching onto the Lotic pass, trying to decide what to do next. Well, next, I think I will go to sleep. Rare components. For 50? Rare components for 50 is really good. I need is a prime shipment though. Let's end this. Oh, maybe I should have gone looking. Maybe I can do something with the one. Alright, I should go eat. Let me check the place actually. Thinking maybe if I work in that other place. Yeah, I should have done this before. Let me go in. Okay. Supervisor waves you through, barely looking at the pass. You are in. Oh, that's it. Okay. Canteen, perfect. Sneak a meal. And it's safe. Using your pass, you can sneak into the canteen and get some food, but better be careful. Okay, so I can only eat here. Oh wait, no, it's safe, it's just that I'll get banned. Okay, so we can search for... Okay. Let me search for her a bit. Oh wait. Maybe I should have used a better thingy. Well, let's try that. Positive, perfect, okay. I'll use a 3 here. Not amazing, but, you know. And I have a 2 and a 1. What do I do with a 2 and a 1? What could go wrong, honestly? Negotiate a meeting. Oh. Yeah, I'm really bad at that. I don't think I'll do that. In the first game, there was some places you could work where there was basically no downside, so I couldn't. I just used my really low dice on that, but I don't think we have. I don't think I've really found places for that so far. Like, unless I want to do this. I don't think I want to do this. I mean, I could try. I don't think here is good. What could go wrong, though? That's my question. Let's see. Okay. Apparently nothing. But... okay, I lose energy. That's not too bad. So we can use our... maybe we can just use our low dice there. Not ideal, but it's okay. Bag. Look for her. Neutral, okay. I guess I'll use my 6 here as well. Or I could just use my low ones. Okay, neutral again. Okay, if I use this one now, I'll definitely find her, so maybe I'll just do that. If I use the one, I'll never... yeah, it wouldn't be worth. The one would just give me 1 plus 1, and I needed 2. So... but the other one would fill it up, so... more worth it. And we could risk losing energy. Path descends towards a sump in the depths of the pit. Here, the air is freezing cold. Prevent the ice from melting into globules of floating water. If your breath carried water, you would be able to see it in the air. But the absence of steam in each exhalation only serves to remind you of your own strangeness. Not that anyone else notices. The workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. At the end of the nearby tunnels, you see the bright sparks of ice cutting in progress, slabs hanging in the air in that strange way they do in zero-G. Some loose memories of the time before Darkside, before Lane, before freedom come to your mind. The familiarity of the cold, sparks, and the endless toil. Chills you more than the packed ice on either side of you ever could. You reach the bottom of the shaft, a metal grill marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred door set into it. And safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in their hard beams. It is as if all the stars are held there in this cavern. As your eyes adjust, the massive space comes into focus. It seems to have no up or down. There's countless dark shafts and terraced pits cut into its side. All around, silhouetted by their work lights, contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held, caught in a contract clause that permits an endless shift. The atmosphere is grim. Center of the cavern floats the construction of welded together habitation units. Heavy twist of cable stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. On each of the 6 sides of the strange apartment block, a set of struts project outward, bracing the construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation clad in protective plates. It glows it with small apertures and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything is bitten by rust, by decay. If the bars on the entrance weren't clear enough to indicator, it's obvious now that this place is a prison. The door scissors open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside it, and it seals behind you. The cramped interior passage glows warmly, but its ragged condition keeps it from feeling cozy. Follow the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose insulation. This is where you were told you will find Luz, or whatever her real name. Come out into a communal mess. So does Serafin not know his sister's name, or does he just not want to tell us? I guess he just doesn't want to tell us. Or just didn't for some reason. Come out into a communal mess, counters and food preparation units fitted into the walls, cushioned stools and couches scattered around. Okay. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another sipping from a food packet on a stool. Are the beds just all there? Like, no rooms or anything? Suddenly a door on the far side opens out to the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered oars of water. You watch the figure as they glide into the warm light of the interior with their dark hair and bright eyes, and you know this is who you're looking for. You meet eyes with hers and something sparks in that dull and cloying room, as if she recognizes you. Sleeper? She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat, her eyes still adjusting to the interior. I've been looking for you. You what? She squints. You see her scan you, taking in your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. For a moment you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, your industrial markings, your doll-like features. You feel the familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below it, a recognition of what you are. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she's mistaken. Give me a sec, alright? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. She pulls back her hood. I haven't seen you down here before. They just contract you or something? The tension drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking at you. Crosses to a food unit and pulls out a packet, slotting it into a warmer. He thumbs it on. First sleeper I've seen in a long while. Okay, so she doesn't actually know me? Just saw that I'm a sleeper and that's why she said that. I thought she was recognizing me, I guess. I was surprised because Serafin I feel like Serafin would have told us if I had met her, right? But he just said he told us about it. First sleeper I've seen her in a long while. She doesn't take her eyes off the slowly warming food. You'll do okay down here. I said I was looking for her and she just ignored that. That's weird. You'll do okay down here. I know you folks are tough and stick with the job. That's good. The rest I can show you. Must have eaten. She laughs a little to herself. Oh, she thinks I was sent to her so that she can teach me. I'm with your brother. My brother? She pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you have me confused with someone else. You're not listening. She turns to face you and you see a wet shine in her eyes. What are you going on about? You realize that what you need to tell her. Serafin is on Wellspring. Warmer chimes to let her know the food packet is ready, but she doesn't seem to notice. Serafin, she takes a ragged breath and then steadies herself. Here. Not here, at the cut. She nods, then shakes her head. Well, if he trusts you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. She comes closer. I'm Tala. She smiles a warm smile. Now, where's my idiot brother? I'll take you to him. He laughs nervously. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting on my lunch break. Tala suddenly seems to take on some energy. She glances towards the corridor behind you and the door at its end. I sure hope you have a plan, Sleeper, because they do not want us locked in contractors getting out. She moves towards the corridor. There's security in the shaft and then again at the pit head. You must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance too. I thought we can bypass all of those. She turns back, grabs her food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you towards the corridor. You could run a distraction maybe? Or is Sarah on that already? You are slightly taken back by her sudden change. We're going to have to... A blaring alarm sounds inside the habitation module, loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor with a start. You and Tal exchange glances. Surely this can't be for you. Tal rushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the far end, with you following close behind. The ice shatters, glittering in the interior line. The cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited Lotic security wrestling with contractors, lit by flashing red alerts. More contractors are coming in through the door in the grill. Enter from carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blaring out a voice, Kirk's voice, echoing around the cavern. A look of panic crosses Tala's face. A general strike is now in effect. All contractors shut down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met. Kirk's voice distorts and shifts. We have blockaded all traffic to and from Wellspring. We seek the resignation of the Syndicate's leadership and for a new Workers' Council to be installed in its place. This cycle, we will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now. Oh. There is a screech of noise and the message begins repeating. You watch as the security are pushed back towards the grill, outnumbered by the gathering workers. Tala looks at you for guidance. Now's our chance. Tala looks around the cavern, the red light reflecting in her eyes. She sighs. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. What about Serafin? Tell my brother what's happening. Tell him I'm not leaving until all of us are free. Tala backs away, glancing over her shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools and taking them to be locked away in the hab module. I need to see this through, Sleeper, and you need to go. Find Serafin, do what you can from out there. Help us change this place. And with that, she turns and glides off towards the others. Okay. Turn and head for the grill as quickly as you can. The way now cleared by the contractors and the handful of Lotic security had pushed back somewhere near the pit head. As you ascend, other contractors shooting you dark looks as you do, you realize you have to speak with Kirk. Find Kirk at the pit head, directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine. So you took my advice. Good. Kirk smiles. We are glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper. What happens now? The Syndicate was arrogant. They did not believe we could do this. Kirk gestures towards the contractors welding plating across the checkpoints, but we far outnumber them. Their monopoly ends here. How can I help? Kirk leads you a little way away from the contractors. If you want to free those like Serafin's sister, I need your help. We have ships but not many, and the Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the far spindle remains open. We need another tanker to occupy it and dissuade the syndicate from trying to pass. Between here and the far spindle remains open. Huh? Is it? It's not. Is it? I don't think it's open. Okay. All ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take a tanker and secure the blockade. You want me to storm a tanker? This will not be an assault. Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder. Tanker, the headstream, has been held outside Wellspring for many cycles. The crew is tired and sympathetic to our cause. We'll just give them a nudge. Your ship will pose as an in-distress trader trapped inside the debris field. When the headstream is obliged to rescue, we will board and encourage the crew to take control. What? We? Kirk laughs. You think I wouldn't come? I'm key to our success. Okay. What? That's not okay. That's not what I meant. Sure. Kirk folds his arms across his chest. Will you do it? Sure. I knew you would. I'm glad to have you in our cause, Sleeper. Suddenly, Kirk puts 2 fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. A contractor quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked by screens and dials, and the back by loose cables. We'll need this HasNav unit. Yes, I needed that, yeah. To navigate the debris field. He nods at the contractor. Jen's here will install it in your ship. Consider it a gift from our cause to yours. He nods once more and Jen passes by you, heading for the lift to the docking ring with your new module. Okay. I will provide the headstream's coordinates. He moves away. Posture check. No. I wanted to, how do you say, be like, you know. I don't know how to lock my hair back. I think, actually, maybe I do. Okay, yeah. I kind of like moving it back. I just don't want to. I just don't want to move it back so much. Move it forward so much. Alright, I'll have a brownie. I bought these vegan brownies. They are good. They were cheaper than the normal ones, which I'm surprised by. I thought they would be more expensive, but you know. Have those and then hydrate up fudge. Thank you, Volcast. I will provide the headstream's coordinates. He moves away towards the contractors, still working on checkpoints, and I will wait for your words. Alright. Leave the pit head behind, your mind racing. You do not know how you have ended up in the middle of all this, but you know that it will be up to you to pilot your way out. Really? Okay. Sleeper, Serafin comes up the passage towards you. What's happening? I heard the pit head is being taken over by Kirk's guys. This, you realize, will take a lot of explaining. Is he gonna pilot it at least? Please pilot it. Alright. What can I do with my one? Do I need to fill up on supplies? I might, actually. I don't really have much money, though. Why again? Wasn't the cheap fuel in the place that I can't go to anymore? No, it was here. Okay, let me see what I need for this. Why is it risky? I need 3 fuel. How the hell? What's I doing? I'm realizing now I'm having someone get cryo, but they could just get fuel instead. Because they're getting like 2 cryo, but the fuel is 1. The fuel you probably would get 1, so it's more worth it, right? I probably should have been doing that all this time. I don't think I get it every time though, so maybe that's why. Maybe the cryos, but I don't know. I want it to work, but I don't think so. Okay. Wow, I'm really out of money. I really need supplies. Okay, let's go to sleep. I'll end up all the hydrates. And I can't eat for free anymore. That sucks. Dude, I have the worst class for this because I can't. All the work I have is stuff that I'm really bad at. We got some fuel though, so that's good. So I guess I'll buy a supply. Actually, I shouldn't buy it yet because I probably will need food. And food costs like 15. 18! Oh, I'm so screwed. If I work here, maybe I can get fed. One can hope. Or I lose energy. That's also good. Dude, it's all... Oh. It's really a lot. A lot. Let's do it, I guess. Dude, this is... rough. Positive, okay. Sure, why not? 2 energy and only 8 cryo. Well, I'll take it. What happens if I get to 0 energy? Okay, we're starving. But that's okay. We eat right now, I think. I think it's okay. Okay, so that's all. Let's end the cycle. We'll get more fuel, hopefully. Oh, we got 3 more fuel! So now we can get 2 more supplies. 2 more supplies and 3 fuel, if we want. But let's work a bit more, I think. I think this is a good time to be working. Because we can't be caught here, so we can spend some time here. Okay, neutral. I guess I should buy food right now. Okay. Oh, what is the other place though? Because this one is danger, but this one is risky. So maybe this one's a bit nicer. Let's try it. Maybe it's less money though. I mean, that's almost the same. And it's only risky, so... One kind of sucks though. That's okay. Now. Okay, let's go to sleep. End the cycle. I forgot to hydrate more. Let's buy Let's fill up on supplies. After I fill up on supplies, I'll have 29 cryo. That's enough to fill up on fuel, so we'll be good. We'll be perfect. Look at that. We still have 20 cryo left. We're swimming in money. Alright, let's go. Let's go. We're good. Oh, I really hope this goes. I wish I could fix my dice. I really can't be very stressed right now. He's locked. Yeah, that makes sense. Let's take him. But why can't I take... Oh, he has to go. That's what it means by locked. I thought it was locked because he had to go to the other ship, so he wouldn't be with us, but... Yeah, okay. Serafin is still not here. Is it... Why is it? Don't he want to help here? No, I'm gonna have to pilot the thing. That stream looms large in the cockpit windows as it... I'm so stop. I can't believe you talked me into this. Oh. Okay, Serafin sighs. This is not a good plan. Convincing Serafin to take Kirk out to the Slottic Freyr wasn't exactly easy, but with... I thought he was going with... Oh, I guess he... I forgot. Yeah, that's the beginning of it, right? We take him to the Freyr. We talk to him, and then we go to the other place. Convincing Serafin to take Kirk out to this Slottic Freyr wasn't exactly easy, but with the pinhead on lockdown, there really weren't any other options. A voice crackles over Serafin's terminal, loud enough to hear, but quiet enough that you can't pick out what's being said. I'll say silent, I guess. You risk the urge to ask. The tension in the cockpit is palpable, and all of you are aware that this ruse could fall apart at any moment. Serafin, you look behind you to see Kirk floating by the doorway. You keep them talking, alright? Serafin flicks the comm switch and begins speaking to the Lotic ship, thanking them for responding to the distress signal. Oh, okay, so we go to the place and then we call them over and then the guy goes to their ship, okay. Thanking them for responding to the distress signal, trying his best to play the part of a nervous trader suffering an engine failure in the debris field. Kirk jerks his head for you to follow him into the corridor, and you unclip your seat and float behind him. If it's okay with you, I'm going to play the captain on this one. His flat stare suggests he isn't asking for permission. Okay. Kirk nods, I appreciate it. Let me tell you how this is going to go. He starts moving down towards the airlock and you follow as he talks. The headstream has been holding here cycle after cycle while Wellspring tried to quash our little rebellion. He smiles at the idea. Now the blockade is in effect, well... They'll know they have to hold out for longer still. While the messages from Lotic operations get less and less frequent, he stops by the lockers, swapping his Lotic uniform for an old flight jacket. This is a ship full of tired, unhappy, underpaid, and underfed workers. You both arrive at the airlock. We just have to nudge their anger in the right direction. There's a hiss as the airlock cycles. Lotic are coming aboard. Kirk catches your eye and gives you a wink. Lambert. Old Lotic captain. The airlock doors scissor open, revealing a drained looking Lotic captain flanked by security officers. Lambert, captain of the Headstream. He presents himself immediately, but with little enthusiasm. We have been in communication with your pilot, and our docking has requested to provide support. He looks between you and Kirk, his eyes lingering on you a little too long, no doubt taking in the strange vinyl skin, dark glowing eyes, and doll-like face of your frame. He directs his attention to Kirk. How far is your crew? Thank you, Captain. You notice the immediate change in Kirk, his deflated posture and softer speech. We are surviving as best we can. But now that you have come to our rescue, he sighs and holds out an eager hand to Lambert. We are very grateful indeed. Lambert limply shakes Kirk's hand. Not to worry, the Lotic Syndicate takes its stewardship of Wellspring and the surrounding environs seriously. It is our duty to offer aid to traders and travelers alike. I'm afraid we don't have much to offer in the way of supplies. Our stores have been depleted by our long posting here, but your crew is free to enter our ship, make use of its facilities while you do your repairs. Kirk continues playing the submissive captain, nodding enthusiastically and uttering a stream of thank yous. You feel like he's pushing it a little, though Lambert only seems to be paying the minimum of attention to him. Suddenly he turns a sharp eye to you. Your pilot didn't mention you had a sleeper aboard. I'll stay silent. Kirk quickly responds, apologies. They are such a good worker. And quiet too. We sometimes forget they are even here. Perhaps if your ship is in need of maintenance, you can borrow them for a few cycles? Lambert eyes you more brazenly now, taking Kirk's lead as permission to indulge his curiosity. Yes. His eyes trace a tear in the thick skin of your forearm. Perhaps it could be of use to us. Kirk smiles. I'll send them to speak with your crew. I'm sure they can direct the sleeper to appropriate tasks. Oh, they'd love that, Lambert jokes. They're a work-shy bunch, this lot. I'm sure they'll be eager for a slave. The word sets you on edge. I'll stay silent. I didn't like that. I didn't like any of this. We're happy to serve, Kirk bows. After all, we owe you our safety. Very good. Lambert seems suddenly bored or tired, or perhaps both. Tell your crew they are free to cross the docking tunnel, then he pauses. But remind them that no funny business will be tolerated. He smiles a sharp smile. I have matters to attend to. Lambert turns. See you later, Captain. And with that, Lambert heads back down the tunnel, still flanked by his two silent security officers. Kirk waits until he's out of sight to turn to you. Good. He lets out a breath. Well held, sleeper. I thought from the look in your eye you were going to knock him out. I'd love to. I bet. Kirk stares down the corridor. But don't you worry. We are going to pay him back for all that very soon. Kirk squeezes your shoulder. Shall we go meet his crew? See what their opinions are on Lotic's administration? He smiles broadly. With a captain like that, I doubt they'll be very positive. Right, so there's our rig, engine room, navigation control, and payload ops. Can sabotage their engines. Wait, I thought we were bringing them to our side. Yeah, okay. Turning each section of the crew against their captain is the job, and it is going to be an easy one. Or the engineering staff of the headstream are already in doubt about their captain, so we can criticize the contracts. Engine room crews are always the worst paid. A little bit of contract discussion should spread the discontent. Oh, I'm really bad at that. I'm much better at sabotaging the engines. We can use Kirk to criticize the contracts. He's the only one good at that. Oh, it's annoying. So that's what we can do. We can use Kirk for that, to criticize. I think I would prefer that than to sabotage. It's a bit, you know, nicer, I guess. So then we can falsify data. False data in the system will lead to frustration and mistakes in bridge text if you plant it without being seen. And only I am decent at it? Or we can debate what... Oh, and that's so... Wait. Yeah, so headstream mutiny is always easier. That's always way easier. I want it to be nice, but I also, you know... I only have so many supplies. I guess we can do some of it and not the others. We can decide what we can do decently. With the support, but even then, I don't know. I don't think this is very worth it. Situation on Wellspring. is untenable. You just need to get the nav techs to realize that on their own. Or false data will frustrate them. Yeah. Then the payload ops. Only Kirk can do these. So we can discuss the war, which is only risky, or tamper with the payload, which is actually dangerous and takes a lot longer. Lotic are trying to profit from the war and their monopoly on water. The cargo crews just need some encouragement to see it. Tampering with the payload, a leaking payload means the cargo crew will be on edge all cycle. Just don't get caught messing with the tank. I think I will do the mutiny on this one for sure. Doing a 3 here seems a bit risky, to be honest. I think the mutiny is gonna make our jobs a lot easier. Because the other ones need so many thingies. I feel bad for the people in the engine room. Because if we sabotage the engines, we're turning them all... Oh. Turn them against their captain. And I'm pretty good at that, so... I think I'm gonna do the mutiny ones. Wait, let me think again. So, what we're here for? Oh. So the mutiny would turn them against the captain, but the support would turn them against the company, right? No, no, here they both turn against the captain. Here the mutiny turns them against the captain, but the support turns them against Lotic? And here... Yeah, here... Oh, wait, I did this one? Oh my god, I misunderstood this. I was very confused. Turning each section of the crew against their... Oh, I'm a dummy. These both lead to the same thing. It's just that this is like how many of these 3 places we've done. Okay, so I'm a dummy. Forget that. I completely misread that. So I'm gonna use my good stuff on that one, and then for this one I think we'll focus on Bliss doing this one. And for this one, we'll use Kirk. So we'll use Kirk here because it's less risky. Damn it. One crisis active. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, I'm an engineer though, so... Headstream crew has started sending updates on the growing tensions in to Wellspring. This is trouble. Cutting the ship's comms is a drastic move, but if they got word of a mutiny out to Wellspring, you are in trouble. And let's take care of that. One more positive, please? Pretty please? Perfect, okay. We're done with that crisis. Now I guess I don't want to use my 3, to be honest. A 4 here is good. Okay. That's okay. 3 here is risky. I'll try it. I can be more aggressive for now, because then we have 3 until the next crisis. Oh, neutral is also stress. Okay, because it's dangerous. Okay. So don't risk on dangerous, but you can risk on the others, I guess.
Listen!
You're gonna want dinner? What is it? Depends what it is. I guess. What time is it? When? I guess. I don't know. Maybe. So let's end the cycle. We won't risk too much, but we'll risk a bit for now. We'll take those 25% on the riskies. Because we have some time, but like we also have to be careful because we have you know, we don't have unlimited supplies. Once we run out of supplies, it'll get a bit bad, you know. Okay, so I can use my 6s somewhere else, but my 4s and 5s I will use here. But anywhere like this, I could use my 5s. But Bliss can only is mostly useful for this one, I think. So let's use her here then. Okay, that's good. I won't use her too though. She isn't like they aren't. Sorry, I keep forgetting. Neither of them are proficient really at anything. Which is, like, my character is proficient, but none of these group members are. So, a 3? A 3? Come on. Okay, I'll do a 3 on here. Wouldn't be too bad. Hopefully. Neutral. Okay, I'll take it. And now I'll use my own. And where do I use my own? I shouldn't use it there. I'll use it here, I think. How's this one going versus this one? I'll use my 4 here. Good. It added stress? Okay, so I need this to be perfect. So actually I'm gonna use my 6s here, I think. I want to use my 6s here because this adds stress just from a neutral. Which sucks. Okay, one more 5 or 6 and we're done here. Then we can help the others. I won't use any 2s and 1s. They're too low. Like this is just too risky. Way too risky. Right, so let's go back and the cycle. Yeah. And I don't think we really want to risk anymore because we're 2 away from another crisis, and then a crisis is something we need to put more dice into, so it's really not worth it. So we want to save that extra stress just in case. So this is for Kirk. Yeah. And I think a 4 is still decent, right? 4? A 4 is already risking it. Liz can do this one, but this one can only be done by Kirk, so that really sucks. Oh, I feel like I should be risking it. If I do a 6, it's still bad, so I think I'll have to risk a bit on here. And I won't risk on the other. Okay, okay. Here we're done. No, here we're not done. Here I'll do a 5. Because that's guaranteed. Perfect. So we're done with this one. Now we want to go all in on this one with my character. I could do a 6 here. Completely. Risk-free, so... Okay. Then I'll do maybe a 4 here. Really sucks that only Kirk can do this. But that means also, like, Bliss has a 4, so maybe we can just use a 4 here, because it's equivalent to a 4 from Kirk. I don't know, it just really sucks. I guess we can use our 6s on there, and then all our decent rolls on here. That's risky, though. But if we get a crisis, maybe it's something we are good at, and then it's okay to do. Because right now it's a bit tricky doing this. I'll do for 2 here. Damn it! Nothing works, dude. You had a 6. You had a 6. Alright. Let's rest. I really don't want to add stress to myself though, because my dice are already kind of screwed up, you know? Has 2-1. They have 2 1s. Bliss has 2 1. What are you gonna do, Bliss? Nothing. Not gonna do anything. Alright, that's good. We'll risk it. Okay. That's decent. We're doing okay on this one, so I think I'm gonna put more into this one with my own dice. I'll do this one first. Okay. We can finish this one soonish. I'm gonna save this one actually, and I'm gonna use it here. We're risking things here a lot. Okay. Because Bliss and I can both work on the other one, but only Kirk can work on this one, so I really want to push for that one. Let's wait here. Let's see where we get some good dice. Okay. So Kirk will work on this one. No! In our circle, it just started. This is on you. And this is all me. Perfect. The captain has triggered the ship's distress beacon in desperation. The longer it is on, the more likely Lotic is to send support. Okay. Try and disable that. So screwed. Come on. Damn it! Dude, I really don't want to get too stressed. One more and I'm already losing a dice. Okay. Bliss. Please. Not sure if this is fixable. Bliss, please. You just need... Actually, you don't just need it. We needed the other one, to be honest. This is so bad. Okay. That's okay. We can leave it on once, right? One day. It's fine. It's just the +1 per circle that's probably gonna mess us up. But that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. Alright. Kirk. Kirk. Oh, I'm not even gonna risk it. Do I risk it? I'm not gonna risk it. It's not worth it. We're only 2 away. We just need a good dice from him. A good... yeah. And we'll be good. Give me 4. Dude. Oh. I'll do a 5 because I don't want to get any stress. Supplies are empty as well. Four here. That's great. I'm gonna do a 6 here. And I want Bliss to do a 4 here. Actually, maybe I should have done Bliss twice, now that I think of it. Okay, we're done. Kirk? Dude, you just need to get 1 positive, that's all. That's all you need. That's good. That's good. That's good. Good. Okay, let's end the cycle. But we just need 1 positive. That's all we need. A 5. Okay. My dice are getting damaged. Kirk. Please. Please. Neutral. No. Just get neutral now. Come on. All you need is neutral. Okay, we're done. Kirk rushes into the bay. You are crossing. It's all kicking off, Sleeper. A wild glee in his eyes. Lambert's lost control. He guides you through the headstream, a ship you have become surprisingly familiar with the past few cycles. I'm out of supplies also, so I really hope this is it. Perhaps it is the influence of getting to know the crew and their complaints around Lambert and the Syndicate, but its twisting corridors, thick pipes, and cold metal have taken an oppressive feel, cycle by cycle, hour by hour. Now, as the shouts of conflict echo down the corridor ahead, where a room glows with the warm light of the galley, you feel that oppressive pal to L being scraped away, replaced with some new and exciting quality. Enough. Lambert's shout echoes like a shot as you enter the crowded galley. Felt a cat. But I think I've gone for no cat in here. Oh, there is. He likes football. Cat. From what you can tell, more than half the crew have crowded into this space and are clumped around, some perched on the side units. I order you to return to your stations. Lambert floats slightly above the crowd, his hands held up in a gesture of futile calming or nervous surrender. You see him. I'm realizing now, maybe I need an upgrade. Oh, hello? This game, I just keep focusing on it. Come on. Biscuit for the biscuit or else? What? What do you mean? So do you want one of the big treats or some of the small ones? I'm confused. Biscuit for the biscuit. I don't get that. Is it a rhyme? It's a rhyme. But why biscuit? So what are you thinking? Lowered meat or fish or some of these? These are a mix, I think, of cheese and mold. Beef and mold. Illinois. Let's go bake. He likes the mold. Yes, he does. All right, which one then? Wait, I can't. Move. I'm trying to give you the treat, but if you don't move, it is a play on biscuit for the biscuit. Ah. Okay. Is it beef then? The mold is in the tiny ones, not these. Fish, I guess? I didn't keep track. It was one of each, so... Actually, no, it was 2 meats, now that I think of it. Said risk for some reason. And Lord redeemed the trade. Oh, okay, I see it. It was, yeah, I'm doing a very risky mission, you know? Tyler is watching TV and the cats are bothered. They're like, what is that? What is that sound? We got like a sound bar that has like 2 speakers, and the 2 speakers, we put them behind the couch on each side. And when we watch movies, the cats are like, what is that? It's really funny. Dude, you have to chill. You cannot just chunk the treat like that, okay? You have to chill. Little anda. No, do not chunk the treat. Little anda. Little. Now. Little. This is for you. Little. No. This is not for you. You have to share. No. Chill. Gentle. I almost lost it. And it's settled, yeah. Never said he was gonna cook. Did he lie to us? He watches TV and cooks. He has like a huge backlog of videos on YouTube, and he's probably watching one right now while he cooks. Annoying the cat. It was. It was like 20 minutes ago, sorry. I just get so focused on this game for some reason. Normally I check chat a lot. I also, to be honest, it doesn't help that I have to look at this laptop. And it has a tiny screen, and I think it's like 13 inch or something. Yeah, it doesn't help. I wish I had my OBS. I really need to just pick a monitor and yeah. It's just like I was looking between, I don't think OLED makes sense for me, but I was looking between this Gigabyte or like a nicer, not OLED monitor that Dustin showed me. But then Cyber was saying like it's like fairly close to the price of OLEDs, and you could just buy like a cheaper monitor now, and then like when OLEDs are more, you know, robust, you can upgrade. And I'm like, that makes sense. That makes sense. Cause like I'm not really willing to pay for an OLED right now. It's like so much money, and like it's not gonna last as long. So like if it was a lot of money but it lasts a long time, maybe. But right now it's like it's a lot, and it's gonna burn in, and it's like I don't know, it's just so yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for the Gigabyte, because the other one is it's just very expensive also. It's in the box. Oh, let me move this. I thought women said size doesn't matter. Now I'm hearing that it is not good enough. Mixed messaging. I don't know. I wouldn't say women say that. I think it's more men. I'm kidding. But 32 inch, right? Right? I want a 32 inch. It's gonna be cool. Cause I was playing on Cyber's computer, and I do like. Now I feel like my monitor's a bit small, but to be fair, I put my monitor to the back of the desk, and he puts it further in front. And it's like, he has a 32 inch and it's closer to you. I have a 27 inch and it's farther away from me. He has a mic, he has a monitor arm, so he can bring it closer. But to me, I could bring it a bit closer now that I'm looking, but you know, not that much closer. It's still gotta be too far. And I think, yeah, I think it could be cool. 32 inch, and then I play in 4K. Yes. Let's make the GPU work. Like a little tutor. Always on computer. Look. Very cute, but she's always on the computer. Anyway. You see him glance over the shoulder and tracing his view. You see security officers tensely gathered at the back of the room. What? Oh, I was gonna sneeze. I clicked to mute and it double clicked, and then I was looking and I lost the sneeze. That was just sad. Okay. Anyway, why would I warn Kirk? Oh, because the... I can warn Kirk or I can approach the security officers. I think I'm gonna warn Kirk, but because I'm very weak. So you go, Kirk, you got it. Turn to Kirk, ready to indicate the masked security, but you are met with a wide smile that makes you pause. Just wait, Kirk winks, and you turn to see security moving through the crowd. Okay. If you will not retreat willingly, I will have no other choice than to use force. Lambert's voice breaks with anger. Disperse. You watch as the guards form up behind Lambert, and then one moves forward and grabs him, forcing his arm behind his back. The act is met with a raucous cheer from the assembled crew and a yelp from Lambert himself. He is forced through the crowd, who part and jeer. Jeer? What is jeer? I don't know half the words in this. It makes me feel dumb. He is forced through the crowd, who part and jeer, heading directly for the corridor from which you entered. When Lambert is close, Kirk nods to the security officer holding him, and they stop. Lambert looks up in confusion and stares directly into Kirk's grin. You are officially removed from duty as captain of the Headstream on the authority of Wellspring Workers Alliance. Kirk's tone is direct and clipped. This is done with the authority of a majority ballot of your crew. Workers Alliance, you have no authority. You're pirates. Lambert spits at Kirk. There will be consequences. On that we agree. Kirk nods to the security officers and they wrench a struggling Lambert from the room. Kirk watches Lambert go, determination set in his heavy brow. What will happen to him? Lambert can enjoy the hospitality of his own brig. Kirk pats you on the back. We have a celebration to muster. The galley erupts in liberated joy, and soon drinks and food are passed down from a stash Lambert had been asking the quartermaster to keep back for his own use. Settle on the counter and look on as the crew celebrates. You watch as Kirk moves effortlessly through the room, giving and directing things in equal measure. Despite his intimidating appearance, you see in him something softer coming to surface, something reserved for those he has struggled alongside. Fresh allies are old friends to him. After the celebrations have died down, and the crew have retreated to make plans for supporting the blockade, holding out on what they have, Kirk approaches you. F91? 91 inch? What do you mean? Oh, wait. What is the math on that? Wait. Trying to do the math, wait. Okay, I don't know. That's probably different. I was trying to do the math, but like it's... I don't know the sizes. I'm looking to another 64 soon. Hell yeah. I have to leave. It will be at least an hour before I return, so have a great time. Thank you so much. I don't think I'll be streaming anymore because I will have... Oh, sorry, Lou. I made her leave the computer, so I'm not that sorry. But I actually didn't mean to. I might not be streaming anymore when you come back because dinner. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And I hope you have a good week. Rest of your weekend. It's almost done, but... Oh no, well, it's not almost done for you. For me it is. But I don't work, so, you know, it doesn't really matter, does it? But anyway, thank you for dropping by. This is why I want to start streaming earlier. I know it's very early for some people, but we can play longer, you know? I like. But today, unfortunately, I could not, so... Sorry about that. We'll play a bit longer still. Okay, where was I? Not losing the victory, he offers you a transparent bag of ship-brewed moonshine. I don't want to refuse a drink. Should I refuse a drink? I don't think I need to. To the fall of Lotic. Kirk smiles, may it be heavy. I think it's time we return to Wellspring. He looks off towards the last crew members leaving the room. We've done our job. It worked. I'm just the pretend captain, Kirk smiles. That ship out there is yours to command and everyone knows it. You suddenly notice how exhausted Kirk looks, his eyes dark and hooded. He looks down towards the scuffed floor. Did well here. Smiles weakly. We certainly stirred something up. He paused. I don't want to overthink it. Lambert is right. Retaliation will come. He looks around the room. I hope they will be ready when it comes. He sighs a heavy sigh. Kirk takes a deep breath and lets it out slow. The struggle goes on. He pushes it out from the counter and heads towards the docking bridge. Take a moment before you follow, your mind drifting the crew and the struggle they have ahead. And as you do, a small and perhaps unfair part of you thinks, well, that's life in the belts. Alright, let's go. Achievement for that. Wait, I just want to leave. I don't want to... Oh, that was so good because we used up all our supplies, but we didn't go beyond that. So that was perfect. Right on time. Yeah, let's leave. The cut thrums with tension. This steaming city and its brash inhabitants have quietened, not to silence, but to a low rumble of conversation. The blockade is holding, the syndicate is waning, and everywhere there are plans to be made. You and Serafin float idly in Chasm Row. More stories, many stories. What is that? Stories written like that. Many stories deep in this wound in Wellspring's side, waiting on Kirk, not far from the place you met. First place you met. Oh. A meeting with Serafin. What? God, I can't read anywhere, I'm sorry. This game, this is why I don't like... It's not even that long since we started, but... I don't like doing long streams on this game, because when I get tired, I cannot read. You know? It's also just a lot of reading to do. I want to move this... I want to move this game to maybe like, oh, I was gonna say Tuesday, but that doesn't work. Ideally to Wednesday, but we have Bioshock on Wednesday. I guess I could move it to Wednesday and then Bioshock to Friday? I could move it to Friday, but the thing is like... So Cyber wants to play with his friends, which is fair. But then... This game, I'm talking all the time, so it bothers his friends because they can hear me. And then you guys can hear him when I talk, and I'm talking all the time, so you always hear him, you know? So it's a bit tricky. So I wanna put this game somewhere where I know he's not playing. And on Tuesday, I'm playing with friends. Wednesday, I start when he's at work. So I think Wednesday would be better. I'm starving! The game, I mean. I think maybe we move it to Wednesday and Bioshock to Friday. I think that would be better, right? Anyway, the story of the floor. I've never seen it written like that. It is without the E, you know? Maybe it's just like English from some, like a English from a certain place, you know what I mean? Like maybe American English doesn't use story like that, but then British English does or something like that. I don't know. Waiting on Kirk, not far from the first place you met. Oh, a meeting Serafin still has lingering bruises from. Kirk is inside somewhere, and like every other Lotic contractor, he is making plans. Even before you arrived in Wellspring, he had hijacked the rig's transmitter to speak with his fellow conspirators. Good boy. Oh, you put all his hair up. That was very cute. Stitch is so such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Loves the hammock. Maybe I should find a way to like reinforce it. I have no idea how, but maybe like I don't know how to do any of the stuff, but maybe I could seam another thingy to it to like make it stronger. Because I feel like it's not gonna last. Why is he just standing there? He looks so funny. I think Cyber broke him. Anyway, I don't know. I just feel like I should reinforce it, but I don't know how. Kirk is inside somewhere, and like every other Lotic contractor, he is making plans. Even before you arrived back in Wellspring, he had hijacked the rig's transmitter to speak with his fellow conspirators and make arrangements for his arrival. Watching Kirk's plot unfold made you realize that despite your involvement, in the end you are just a subsidiary part of the struggle, a chaotic outside actor with effect but no real influence. Now, waiting for Kirk's return, you feel a little solace in that you aren't ready to be dragged into another struggle, not yet. You still have your freedom to win, and looking at Serafin next to you, you know that he does too. Alright, we're on. Kirk comes out of a passage nearby, nodding to the two of you to follow him. He leads you back into the Rhyme Market passageways, this time not to the steaming market hall that lies beneath the deepest streets, but to a cramped room, walled with pipes and rusted panels. Just a little longer. He nods to both of you. Hold here. He exchanges a serious look with you before pushing off and gliding back to out of the room. You watch Kirk go, your relationship having settled into a quiet and mutual respect. His eyes are on bigger things now, and workers' council and contract negotiations, and you know that. Perhaps one cycle ahead, you will find a moment to drink together once again and discuss everything that has happened. For now, Kirk has other things on his mind. Serafin settles again. You shoot him a look, but his focus is elsewhere. His eyes glaze over. You fold your arms and wait. Sarah? Tala enters so quietly that in the dim room you barely notice her. She shoots you a look and a smile as she enters. Thank you, she mouths silently. And then turns her attention to her brother, Tala. Serafin says her name like a sigh, like an exile. He is shaking his head, his eyes already shining with uncontrollable emotion. He rushes across the room, flying into Serafin at speed. Oh, they embrace, softly spinning in the dust and dark, their fingers dug into each other's bags. Oh. They separate, a couple of pristine spheres of briny tears spinning away through the air as they do. You're safe, Serafin nods, taking a breath. I'm safe. She smiles reassuringly, settling him. And in this setting, this gesture of care, you see a whole network of signs and secrets. In settling this gesture of care, you see a whole network of signs and secrets. Tala is the calm of Serafin Storm, the big sister who eases his art. She looks him up and down. You are so big, Sarah. He laughs at her own statement. You've grown up. He tries to make it sound approving rather than patronizing. You're just the same, sister. Serafin shakes his head, calling me big, but making me feel small. The moment the statement leaves his lips, you feel a chill in the room, and you aren't sure if he meant it. Tala flinches a little, hurt but not wanting to show it. I came to find you, Tala tries again. I needed to find you. Serafin looks torn. You can see in him something you have come to recognize, the slow and careful raising of his defenses. Why now? He looks away. It's been a long time, Tala. Mom and Dad finally decide they want me to come home. A ripple of emotion runs through Tala, and one she can't hide. Sarah, after you left, they're gone. Sighs. I thought you would have... Struggles to find the words. It's been a long time. It has. Serafin sets his face into a stern look of control, but you know he is raging inside, and in this moment you feel closer to him than you have felt in a while. Tala folds her arms trying to regain a little control of the exchange. It's good to see you, Sarah. So good. You know what is coming, and you see Serafin brace for it too. But I can't leave with you. She looks pained. This isn't easy for her either. Serafin can only nod, a dulling acceptance washing over him. I wanted to find you, and I have, and I can see you are strong and well. And she shoots you a glance. You have your life here. But the people here, the other contractors, they were the ones who found me, who have kept me going since I ended up here, desperate and alone. He smiles warmly. It's not that I owe them, it's that they are my family too. She gently places a hand on his shoulder. I know you understand this. She smiles at you. We all find our families out here. Serafin smiles a rare smile, his eyes wet. We do, sister. Bracing. They separate and Tala turns her attention to you. I know you'll take care of my brother, Sleeper, she smiles. I saw it in your eyes when you came to the pit head. She approaches and puts a hand on your shoulder. I can see you are building something of value on that ship of yours. Oh, I'll take care of Serafin. I'm sure he likes me to say that. I think he does. But I will. I'm sure you will. She exhales and takes her hand away. She folds her arms again, her sense of control returning. There is a wisdom and experience to Tala that brings a certain calm to you, and you feel that now. Little? She's behind Cyber's monitor on his desk. Just sitting, looking this. For Mama. Oh, she's so cute. What about Tokama? Oh, I put stuff on her bed. Oh, sorry about that. I put stuff on her bed. You're so right, Lilo. There, your bed is clear. Oh my god, she's immediately coming here. Lilo, Anda. Okay, now Stitch came here too. Dude, I'm not giving treats. I'm just getting her bed ready. No? Okay, now she's going behind the monitor, so she doesn't have to cross Stitch. Anda, Lilo, Anda. She was just looking because her bed had stuff in it. I removed it and she immediately came here. Dude, you're so cute. Huh? You're so cute. Okay. Will you two be staying here for a while, or Tala looks between you and Serafin? Serafin cuts in before he can answer. Not long, he smiles. We have our own freedom, it's fine. Tala nods. Just be aware, you're free to pass the blockade, but after that, she sighs. Wellspring is going to be locked down for a little while. At least until Kirk can establish his council. Next time you come, she smiles proudly, this will be a very different place. Hearing Talis say this, you suddenly see the authority in her and realize that one of those council seats may well have her name on it. Isn't she new here though? I guess it's because of the way she is, not because of how long she's been here and what she's done, maybe? I don't know. You look between the two of them and realize they have years to catch up on, and they'd rather do that without you looking. Oh. You nod to them and slip out of the room. A lilting conversation is starting up the moment you leave. Okay, that hurts, but that makes sense. They're siblings. I get it. As you follow the twisting corridors back up to Chasm Row, you smile to yourself at the thought of Tala and Serafin reunited at last. You hope this whole adventure will make Serafin a little less moody, even though you know deep down it'll make him worse. Oh! 2 upgrade points. Later in the cycle, Serafin quietly... Dude, I'm starving. Just let me eat. Later in the cycle, Serafin quietly comes back to the brig. He immediately settles himself in the cockpit and starts running diagnostics on the engines. He looks up as you enter, shoots you a smile. Good to see you up here, Sleeper. I'm getting her ready to head out. Aww. How are you doing? Yeah. I'm good, Sleeper. Really good. He flicks a sequence of switches. Sleeper. Serafin turns to face you. Thank you. He smiles. I appreciate you bringing us all the way out here. I won't forget it. I'm glad. He smiles. Gotta say, it was nice to see you getting to meet Tala after all this time. That's so cute. She's found a place here and I'm really happy for her. He looks away out of the cockpit windows at Wellspring. He always was the responsible one, and I was always the one running away. I guess some things never change. Serafin quietly watches the diagnostics complete, a subtle smile on his lips. One thing is for sure, we've been here too long. Serafin meets your eye. And we've been seen by too many people. Wellspring may be far out of Utsuwood territory, but I'm sure Lane will find a way to reach his nasty claws out here, given enough time. Let's not give him the chance. Hey guys, Bliss's voice echoes up the passage into the cockpit. They lean in the door, looking between the two of you. The two contractors just dumped a load of fuel outside our ship, said it was a gift. Dude, I'm full up on fuel. Can I keep it as like reserve? Oh, that sucks. How much is that? Oh, I feel like I'm not getting my money's worth right now. You and Serafin look at each other. Got to be Kirk. Serafin gets up, eats either thank you or his way of telling us to get going. Serafin kicks off and glides out to the cockpit. Hey, so Bliss smiles. While you two have been busy, so have I. Been looking at the rig's drive and I reckon it's due an upgrade. We'll need engine components, quite a few, so keep an eye out. Bliss shrugs. Shipyards tend to be good place to look. Thanks, Bliss. This winks anytime, they sigh. Better go help Serafin with that fuel. As Bliss leaves the cockpit, you find yourself lost in thought, considering your next step while the icy expanse of Wellspring glitters below. You are free to leave Wellspring. You now have a oh my god. Wait! That's not a unit installed. You can freely travel a bit through the debris. Okay. Okay, while my mouse is on it, I can read it. Okay. Oh, it stresses me out. Rare components. Should I buy some? I don't have the money for it. I feel like we should fill up on supplies here because they are on the cheap side. Yeah, I think they gave us a lot of fuel and I only was missing 3. Because I filled up before, just to be sure. I shouldn't have. Then. Should have given me money instead. I'm starving though, so I need to eat. I need to eat. Alright. I think I'll work a bit. I'll stock up on supplies a bit. And then we'll go. Let's do that. Oh, never mind. Oh, right. All of these are like this. Yeah, okay. Okay, don't use the 4. But, I mean, a 6 is as bad as a 5. So, let's use the 5s. Dude! Wait, I just lost energy. Come on. Dude, please. Just give me money. That was not funny, okay? Let's try that again. Actually, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna buy actually. Should I work a bit more? I guess I can work a bit more. That's a bad one though. Oh, I only lose energy. I think the other one might be better. This is all my money. And I'll go to sleep. I just want to make a bit of money, buy some supplies, and then go. Can I please make some money? This one I feel like even if it goes bad, I still get money. Even though it's dangerous and the other one is. Oh, because I lose energy on neutral on this one. Okay. So then, let's do another 6 here. Okay. And I'll buy 1 supply. Actually, no, because they are cheaper here than in some places, but dude, I can't really work here. That's the problem. But I also need to be ready. Okay, let's just go. The problem is wherever we go next, we have to like start working kind of fast because we don't have a lot of money. We can eat the supplies, but it's not really worth it. Okay, let's go. Because I feel like I'm not really making money here. Let's go. We can go back there now. It's most of our fuel though. I guess they all are. Nice fields. Okay. Look at a ship. Ship. Tillian Gate. Okay. Oh, that's my main thing. Okay. Explore each section. Find a far spindle bar. If that needs your help with something, he says only a sleeper can help. Where? Where are you? Oh, okay. Okay, should we go to far spindle then? Because we have 2 things to do there. That's most of my fuel, so... But most of them are most of my fuel, except for the one that's closest, which is 6, but then it's still... Like, there's not much to do there, I think. The rig glides safely through a debris cloud, the cockpit empty apart from you and Serafin. So, Sleeper, I've been thinking. Serafin gives you a sly look over his shoulder. I've been thinking... I'm sick of running. Me too. I mean, even if we want to keep going the way we've been... We have been. We've run out of belts. Beyond Wellspring, it's mostly rocks and what? Emaciated scavengers? And well, I'm a city boy at heart. But not only that, Serafin meets your eye. We've been building something, Sleeper. The crew, the ship, he smiles. Hell, we just got this Hasnav suite for free. He thumps the new unit on top of it, his flight console. What I'm asking is, how do you feel about taking Lane on? Not yet. Tell me more. You've seen what's happening in Wellspring, what Tala's doing. He shakes his head. Kirk is a fool, but he's onto something. Get on the inside, organize, undermine, that I can get on board with. That sounds good, but also I really need to do other things first, like get myself fixed, you know, because I am kind of really broken right now. I bet you do, Serafin smiles. Oh, I said I like the sound of that, sorry. I bet you do, Serafin smiles. He's enjoying this. Just think about it, Sleeper. We find a way back onto dark side quietly. We make some connections, start something running. He turns his back to his console. It'll be one hell of a thing. Utsubu are ruthless. The way they run dark side, there's got to be plenty of people fed up with them. Serafin shrugs. And they've gotten worse under Lane. Worse since they pushed the other gangs out. You smile and shake your head at how fast Serafin can bounce back when he wants. And as you do, you can't help but consider his plan. Look, maybe it's crazy, but we need a safe harbor either way. I've got a connection in the scatter yards. It'll tuck us away, keep us quiet from everyone. You see Serafin has his coin in his hand and is turning it over between his fingers as he speaks. If we want, maybe he can help us get into Darkside, but even if we don't, it's a good place to rest up and make a plan. Okay. Okay. He turns back to the controls to deal with the rapid beep from the new Hasnav suit unit. Scatter yards, you've heard of them. They have a reputation as a fiercely independent set of shipyards just starward of Darkside, hiding place right under Lane's nose. However, Serafin looks at you with concern. Before we try anything drastic, we need to get that body of yours looked at. Exactly. Stop stalling, get a diagnostic run on your frame. His expression softens. We're here to back you up. I do want to do that, but we need to go to Helion, and, you know, I kind of forgot about that. Serafin turns his focus back to piloting the ship. As you watch debris flit past the ship, you turn your focus to what's ahead. Oh, cadet! Ah! Yeah, okay, it did say it was here, right? No? Yeah, okay. Sleeper, cadet drifts from the shadows outside Bliss's Bay. Huh? This is where we got... This is where we got Bliss? I thought it was the other Bliss. Looking around nervously as she approaches. Seems like I'm going to need to call in that favor. Her face is pale and deathly serious. Are you okay? He doesn't seem to hear you, distracted by a group of spacers gliding noisily down the passage behind her. She waits until they pass. Someone hit strip line, no idea where Kamal is. A bunch of goons tearing the place apart as we speak. She screws up her face in pain. Even tried to grab me, but those muscle heads are slow. Why? Remember that package I asked for your help with? The one that was bothering me? Remember you mentioning it. I reckon it's got something to do with it. The job was a bust, an express run all the way to Underhang. But when I got there, no one was home. She's whispering now, leaning closer. Place was smashed up, like someone got there first. Should have dumped the package and run, but I brought it back like a good girl, stashed it in a safe spot at Stripline. Thought the sender might come to recover it, and when they didn't, well, I got curious, popped it open. She shakes her head. Stupid thing to do, yes. Inside it was a driving cryptid to hell and back. When I ran into you, well, I heard sleepers are good with data, with tech, and so I thought you might be able to take a look at it. She shrugs. Now Stripline's trash too. Here's the thing, she glances around. Back when I popped it open, I noticed the drive at a dispatch maker, Hexport. Could be connected to export getting atomized? Yeah, that's where I'm getting at to. But that's where I'm at to. This thing was sent out from there just before it got cooked. She pauses. And with the kind of attention I've been getting the past couple of cycles, she slips a hand terminal from her bag, taps it a couple of times and holds it up to you. That stares out at you from the screen, straight-faced and pale. Is that her picture? What? What? That stares out at you from the screen? What does that mean? Straight-faced and pale. Beside her picture you see in block capitals, this is like her reflection. Spindlejack KD754 in breach of far spindle goes B12 plus F34 reward for information leading to capture. Considered dangerous. The cats blasted it out on the transit channels. Every spindle, jack, hauler, and freight carrier is going to be watching for me. Oh, I get the thing with the picture now. I was really confused. I thought she was showing me something from like the drive she found. She pulls back the hand terminal, angrily stuffing it away in her bag. Something's going on. Anyone who can help? She looks away. Spindlebacks don't make friends easily. And now all the couriers I do know are looking to turn me in for a payout. She snaps her head to the side, her eyes flashing with anger. Why do you think I'm here? It's time for that favor, Sleeper. She meets your eye. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need to fight back. Okay. Alright. My connections are burned. Hell, my whole career is gone. I need to fight back. If I walk away, there's nothing to walk away to. She softens a little. I need your help. What can I do? I need you to get the drive. She takes a breath. If they want it that much, then I can use it to buy my way out of this shit show. And I tucked it away somewhere safe, so my guess is they haven't got it yet. You just sleep in, I'll give you the location and pull the thing out. She folds her arms, should be simple. I mean, I know why she doesn't do it, it's because they'll recognize her. Okay, let's do it. She nods seriously, thank you. Look, this thing turns out to be worth something, you'll get your due. All I want is my life back. The drive is in the workshop, there's a loose panel behind the air bike rack. He leans in, it's taped to the back of the fuse box inside. Hope I don't have to remember that. I've got to keep heading down Spindle to the overhang, past the end of the transit tunnels. No one will rat me out there. She glanced around. I'll come find you when it's done. I've still got some network access. I'll know when you go in. She winks, offering no further explanation. My bike's locked up nearby. I'm gonna hop. She pauses. Do me this favor, then we are clear. Stay safe. Do my best, sleeper. She gives you a mock salute. She slips back into the shadows, and a few moments later you hear the percussive pulse of an air bike accelerating away. You know at least what it's like to be on the run, to flee for your life. Flee your life. Oh. And in that you feel an empathy, a connection with cadets. But from every other angle, this thing looks like bad news, the kind of sensible person would steer clear from. Perhaps you should steer well clear. Perhaps you would steer well clear if it wasn't for one detail that was stuck in your mind. The drive is from export. Is all that enough to send you down the strip line in search of that drive? Only time will tell. Right. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave that there because Cyber already called me to dinner, but I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really like this game. I just get like so focused on it. I forget to even read chat. Sorry. But yeah, that was fun. Let's see. Let's see. Shall we raid someone? Oh, Daft is streaming The Last of Us 2 Remastered. Pulls you in, true, yes, very much. I really like this game. What I don't like is having to read all stream. I hate that. But I love the game. And for Cyber, you die of starvation. Yes, for sure. And I was considering, you know, I was like, will I have dinner? I don't know. But yeah, let's raid Daft. Let me start that. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now I have my GPU, so we can play some different games. Though I would like to like finish up some of the games we have, so we'll see. I don't know. You guys tell me if there's any specific game you wanna see. Tell me on Discord, and I don't know. I think it could be cool to play Cyberpunk. I've been saving it until I have a good computer, so you know. But yeah, you tell me what you want, what you're thinking, or any suggestions, and I'll try to figure out where all the games. I'll figure something. You know, you feel like until then, yes, until then for sure. We're definitely gonna finish until then. It's just I really wanna like put this computer to work, you know. But definitely until then. I love that game. I love it so much. All right, so. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Let's watch Daft actually. I will go have dinner, but I'll stay around a bit. Yeah, enjoy Daft's stream. Bye.